no justice, no peace there, Mr. Policeman. Save a life for your kids and your wife. No more donuts or coffee, and I'll be back once I get up off these concrete streets. Simple, and I'm mad as fuck. I'm on the roof trying to duck from the pigs cause they suck. Pick them all one by one cause they all got a strap, trying to beat us with the stick and the gat. Looking at the news and now I see pounds caught and cruise turns coming up sooner than he thought. It might be at a stoplight or maybe at the station. Either way it go, I'm still making bacon. Stuffing with an apple and it's my make sure he's gaffle. Tie his ass up and bring him back to my castle. Throw him in the dungeon, leave his badge and his gun in the car. Turn it upside down, burn it up and let it blaze. All I got left is one page. I swung on the ones that I'm wrong from the gun store. I gotta get at least 3 more and I can give a fuck what you think I got them for.
Welcome to the motherfucking News Underground. I'm Abandoned Nihilism. Welcome to the motherfucking real source for news on Twitch. Number 1 in the chat, it's your girl, Female Eunuch. This is the News Underground, the most legit source for news on Twitch, bar none. That's why we're in politics, not just jerking off like some motherfuckers. We need to stop worrying about their fucking dog and start getting in the fucking streets. Well, maybe not. Hassan might get shot out. We're going to talk about it today. Couldn't keep up with someone when they tried to arrest? Oh, is this a new one? Get 'em, boys! Get 'em! Come on! You gotta go! Go! Whoa, Daddy! Clip of the day! Clip of the day! Clip of the day! Oh, and he falls over! Oh, and he falls over! Oh, yes! Yo, you'll get him! Clip of the fucking day, dude. Wow. Wow. Even the cameraman's got more stamina, bro. The cameraman could have kept up with the guy. Way to go, Status Coup, with another coup. Status coup with another news coup. You know, CNN and MSNBC and ABC and CBS might be getting some of this stuff if they were out there, which they're not. I don't know, guys. Maybe a couple more pieces of gear, huh? Maybe a couple more ammo bags, right? Because you're gonna have to eventually unload on a crowd of innocent, unarmed American civilians, huh? Look at this guy. Look at him. He's wearing like 100 pounds of gear like he's about to invade Russia, bro. Look at this shit. Look at all the gear, the helmet, all the dangly bits off the front, his little fucking purse that he's got on the side there. What's in it? Is your lunch in there? Is your lunch in there? Well, I got extra mags in case I gotta reload, in case I run out of the mags that are on my front chest. I got mags on my side just in case. This guy over here, he's like, go get him, go get him, go. Oh my God, dude, this is what 6 minutes of training gets you. This is what 6 fucking seconds of training gets you. Look at, and he has the audacity to be like, no, go get him. No, we got this for America. Sieg Heil. Yeah, you go. I'm just here to harass black people, and eventually, you know, I'll get to be able to do all kinds of fun stuff with them. You take care of it. 6 minutes of fucking training. This is what it looks like. He's like, okay, fuck off. Sure, I'll pretend to jog for a couple seconds. This guy's out of here. He's fucking gone, dude. And it's like a light jog. Homie's got a light jog going. He's not even going full sprint. They're going full sprint. He's going light jog. Holy shit. One more time with the Benny Hill. Just one more time, dude. Fuck you. Choke on your fucking money. Choke on your fucking advance. Anti-American fucking trash. Big fucking props to female eunuchs with that clip. Coming in super mega clutch with the clip. Everyone, female eunuchs over here, what can we say? Making the stream better. What a way to open. I didn't find this clip. I didn't see this shit. And way to go, Status Coup. God, this is so good. I'm gonna download this. This is so fucking good. Hold on. I'm gonna do something illegal here. 1 second here. We're just gonna do something illegal here. Quick. Download Twitter videos. I mean, there's got to be some kind of website that lets me do it, right? Twitter video downloader. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second here. Type in this. Oh, yep. Oh, this works great. Okay, let me just get this downloaded. Yep, 1 second. Gonna get this downloaded. Oh yeah. You get to see. This is what video magic looks like. Fucktards, that's what we're gonna call this one. 1 second here. You're seeing the magic live, folks. You're seeing the magic live. Oh yeah. I could watch this on loop all day. In fact, I think I will. I could watch this on loop all day. In fact, I think I will. Oh, whoa, that's super loud. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Hide that. And we're good to go, folks. Okay, hopefully that doesn't become too distracting. Let me know if it does. Okay. In fact, I think I will. Go. Oh, go get him. Go get him. Go. Go. Big criminal. He was about to go to school. He was about to go to his job. Someone stop him. Hell yeah. It is Reno. It totally is. Welcome back, Rebels. Smash. well, it's, you know, they did all the work. Okay, they're the magicians here. Okay, I really am just hanging on. You know, it really got to give credit to these officers. 6 minutes ago, they were calling people N-word on Xbox Live. All right, we got to talk about this. I haven't had a chance. My girl Greta, she got it bad. This is what sticking your neck out looks like. This is what it looks like when you go to that level 4, when you go to that level 5. Okay? This is what it looks like, okay? You're putting yourself in danger. It's real. It's super D-duper real. It's super D-fucking duper real. So, of course, you know, they went on the flotilla. Israel kidnapped everybody. That is distracting down there, isn't it? I'm sorry, it so is. Okay, I'll just have it ready to go, though. I'll have that shit ready to go. Let me just get this going. Here we go. I'll have this ready to go whenever I need it. But that is distracting. But my girl Greta, if you've watched the show, Greta is my personal hero. She's everything we need to be. She's what we need to aspire to, just like Zora Mamdani. She's a template. She's exactly what we need to be doing. If we have the ability to sacrifice like she does, we should be. She's right. She's 100% correct. She's honestly, and she's so eloquent. I've watched many speeches from her. She's very smart. She doesn't give in to the temptation of like calling for violence or calling for revenge. She's very careful with her words. Even as a teenager, she was very, very smart. Some would say, oh, because she was groomed. I don't think so. It's coming from the heart. It's coming from Greta. Okay. I don't think so. I mean, I honestly don't think so. This whole idea, that people try to discredit her in some way. I think it's coming. I mean, she I don't know about media trained, but she is aware of media and how, she kind of has that sixth sense like Donald Trump does. I'll agree with that she has skill in terms of how to communicate inherently. But trained? I don't know. I need to see some proof. Okay. Welcome back, Trailheads. Good to see you. So anyway, here's an update from Kyle. I'm the Kyle Kulinski on crack. I came up with that. Bigly skilled. You wouldn't believe it. I'm so good at manipulating people. It's unbelievable. I'm so good at it. Everyone loves me. That's how good I am.
As you know, we've had activists basically trying to get on a flotilla to bring aid and food and medicine and baby formula to people in Gaza as they're being starved to death by Israel. And Greta Thunberg went on one a while ago, and it looks like she went on another one recently, the Samud Flotilla. And they, of course, as soon as they got anywhere near Gaza, you had the IDF basically take them all hostage. I believe it was over 400 people. Yeah, 450 people who were on this flotilla trying to bring all these goods to Gaza. And they were all kidnapped by Israel. Nope. But look at what we're learning now. So Al Jazeera reports, Greta Thunberg mistreated by Israeli forces in detention, activists say. Activists describe mistreatment after Israel intercepted Gaza aid flotilla and detained about 450 people.
Right. So they made her sleep in squalor. They apparently, some were saying the food had like worms and shit in it, parasites in it, bed bugs, sleeping on the cement floors. Apparently, they made him wear prison outfits. Ben Gvir came by to do a press to hold, to do a whole thing. We got the terrorists, Hamas supporters, yada yada. And they forced her. Some are saying I haven't seen any images or video, but some are saying that she was forced to hold an Israeli flag while they took pictures and things like that. They treated her like a trophy fish, something you need to fish out of the water, right, and then show off to your friends.
So, by the way, let me use the word that others are using because I think it's more accurate.
I don't know about
Israel tortured Greta. They tortured her. Several international activists deported from Israel after joining a Gaza aid flotilla have accused Israeli forces of...
I don't know, Trailhead. I don't know about that. I've heard people say that, and it really, to me, it just feels like people, and no offense, but because there's so many people who have, that would really love for that to be true. You know what I mean? There's so many people that would love for Greta to be some kind of industry plant, whatever you want to call it, some kind of Manchurian candidate for the left, right? So they try to find any little thing to say, there's the evidence. There it is, right? And it's like, okay, I'm not exactly, because I've seen some of it myself, and I'm like, it could also just be that she's legitimately autistic and she delivers things in a robotic way sometimes, and that's just autistic people, right? That's how they operate. Sometimes, depending on the person, the gradation, right? It's not every autistic person is like that. So I need to see some motherfucking proof. Okay, show me the money, right? Show me any evidence, that she's been media trained, that she's,
that she's surrounded by specific people that are always there, managing her, maintaining her, right? Maintaining her message. Show me evidence, and then we can talk, okay? And I'm not trying to insult, Trailhead or anybody who's like, I've seen some shit. It's kind of weird, right? Because I've seen it too, and it's like, I think she's just a weird girl. She's just, she's autistic, and she's just a funky chick, and that's who she is,
Mistreating climate campaigner Greta Thunberg. The 137 deportees landed in Istanbul on Saturday, including 36 Turkish nationals, alongside activists from the U.S., Italy, Malaysia, Kuwait, Switzerland, Tunisia, Libya, Jordan, and other countries, Turkish officials confirmed. Turkish journalist and Gaza Samud flotilla participant Ersin Selik told local media outlets he witnessed Israeli forces, quote, torture Greta Thunberg, describing how she was dragged on the ground and forced to kiss the Israeli flag. Malaysian activists, an American participant, gave a similar accounts at Istanbul airport, alleging Thunberg was shoved and paraded with an Israeli flag.
So, and until I see some evidence, I'm like, she's just funky, right? And she's just a funky chick, right? I'm a funky dude. She's a funky chick. She believes in human rights. She's putting her neck way out there. She's going out there with food and medicine directly to the beast and letting the beast capture her. Okay? If that isn't sack, I don't know what is. She's a fucking inspiration to an entire generation, to multiple generations. So, if we want to bring her down a peg, I better see some motherfucking evidence. Right? And while we're at it, can we get some evidence of Martin Luther King cheating on his wife and stuff too, right? Like, that's always coming up. It's like, I actually haven't seen the hard evidence that he was actually doing that shit. I've only seen FBI accusations from the government when they were trying to discredit him. That's literally all I've ever seen. Because it's like, as soon as you get somebody who's effective and, skilled, and that, like Zoran, right? Like AOC, like any progressive that comes up, fucking Dennis Kucinich, blast from the past for anybody that's been in politics for a little bit. That's when the doubt starts coming. For the right, it's the exact opposite. Oh, look at this flawed character. He's so like regular people. Look at this regular person, right? Their flaws become positives. But for the left, it's the exact opposite. And that's, of course, because the zeitgeist and the narrative is, of course, sculpted by oligarchs and billionaires. We won't get into it. But yeah, we're never going to find the perfect activist. And goddamn, you know what's most important to me? You speak with your actions. And that's exactly what Greta does. Okay? Tip of the fucking spear most of the time.
Quote, it was a disaster. They treated us like animals, Helmy said, adding that detainees were denied food, clean water, and medication. Beaver said Thunberg was treated terribly and used as propaganda, recalling how she was shoved into a room as far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir entered. Italian journalist Lorenzo Agostino, who had been on the flotilla, also cited the treatment of Thunberg. Greta, a brave woman, is only 22 years old. She was humiliated and wrapped in an Israeli flag and exhibited like a trophy. Others described severe mistreatment. Turkish TV presenter Iqbal Gurpanar said, they treated us like dogs. They left us hungry for 3 days. They didn't give us water. Yeah. We had to drink from the toilet.
It was on video. There's video of that. There's video of Ben-Gvir going around, we got him, right? I mean, because like from his version of the narrative, from his side of the narrative, he's the great hero stopping a pro-Hamas terrorist, right?
Terribly hot day, and we were all roasting.
Fun
she said the ordeal gave her a better understanding of Gaza. So, wow, they tortured a 22-year-old.
And what does she do, by the way, when she gets out and finally gets in front of a microphone? What does she do? She goes, I don't want to talk about me. I'm not talking about my suffering. It was barely anything, versus a child getting their head exploded from a sniper bullet or from a bomb. She immediately starts talking about the suffering of the Palestinians. Immediately. And she's like, it's given me, suffering a little bit has given me a better perspective on what suffering looks like. And it's made me hate it all the more. She's a fucking inspiration.
Activist. So, in typical Israeli propagandist fashion, this story comes out.
It's actually, I don't know. It looks like Donald Trump put Bibi Netanyahu in quite a position. And it's interesting to see Trump go out of his way to say you should pardon Bibi, right, and diminish whatever corruption crimes that he has, because it's very clear to me that they understand that they need to remove the motivation for Bibi Netanyahu to spark the war up again. And pardoning him, and it's wild to say this, I might actually agree with pardoning him. I know, hot fucking take, spicy, right off the walk, dude. Shit's steaming. Okay? Hot take. Pardon this motherfucker. Remove the motivation to continue the war. Fine, whatever. He gets away with his corruption. If it means one less Palestinian dying, you know what I mean? It might be the right move if you want to save Palestinian lives, if you want to stop this chaos. I have no doubt, though, that Israel is going to try to take 50% or more. They're going to try to take as much as possible throughout this negotiations. And I think, thank you, Trailhead. But I think they need, they're going to need to inflame. And we saw this before October 7th when they were intentionally harassing mosques that they weren't allowed to go into. Ben-Gvir sent them in. They were harassing, just people on the ground. Funerals. Remember that funeral where the IDF is like beating the people while they're holding the casket? They were shooting more journalists, more Palestinian journalists intentionally. This was all before October 7th. So Israel has no intention of stopping this and engaging in a two-state process, because it would take decades and decades to rebuild Gaza, to like I said before, we got to do a full Marshall Plan occupation. We got to weed out Hamas. We got to make sure Hamas has no control in the area, that and that there's a corridor between the West Bank. And we would also, most importantly, and this is why I know it's not going to happen, we would have to kick out settlers. Right. So none of that's happening. So Israel has been, from the very beginning, this has been a very slow process, taking bit by bit, taking little pieces, seeing how far they can go. Then once they finally get, the brakes put on them, okay, we're friends again. It's interesting. There's people in our lives that act like this, bullies that take it too far, and then all of a sudden, I'm so sorry, then they love bomb you, et cetera, et cetera. Well, we're not going to get a love bomb. What we're going to get is just a pause to the violence. So what I'm trying to say, what the comment that initially started this was Israel went forward with another ceasefire. I give them 11 minutes. I think there's actually a possibility that this could last several months at the very least, before, depending on Bibi's court cases and depending on how successfully Bibi can hold back Smotrich and Ben-Gvir from wanting to escalate, wanting to antagonize, wanting to get Hamas to fire a rocket, et cetera, et cetera. Those are the factors right now that are in play, but there is a possibility that this ceasefire could last several months. And of course, the entire time Donald Trump will be saying, I solved it, I fixed it. He's already saying that, of course, but that's what we're going to be getting, an earful in the meantime. And of course, Israel is just going to be biding time to, and trying to figure out how to orchestrate antagonism towards them. They're super happy that Hamas is back in power, that Hamas is reclaiming territory, killing Palestinians, executing Palestinians. They're super stoked about that because it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee that they're going to do some bullshit on Israel. It's a fucking guarantee. They're the perfect foils. They're like villains out of a G.I. Joe cartoon, right? I love evil. I mean, almost to a T. Okay, I don't mean to simplify and generalize. Okay, but it's theocratic nonsense. It's a death cult, right? And you're not gonna change their fucking minds without like a full blown deprogramming. While society is getting safer, there's got to be, hey, are you an ex-terrorist? Do you want to be reintegrated back into society? Okay, well, like it needs to be like a deprogramming of a cult, kind of situation to get these people back in society if you want to. Most of them would just be outcasts. living on the borders of whatever security bubble you create. Anyway, back to Greta. She's a fucking hero.
And they go out there and say, this is nonsense. This is not true. We treated them with professionalism. We did the right thing because we're the most moral military in the world. Then you have the Israel's national security minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir. Minutes after the Israeli Foreign Ministry denied that, Greta was tortured.
No other way to put it.
He says, quote, I am proud that the flotilla activists are being treated as terrorists. This is my policy. I am proud of the prison staff acting in accordance with the policy set by Commissioner Kobi Yacobi and myself.
Yeah, so
I was on their ships. I saw neither aid nor humanity. I visited the prison and was proud that we treated the flotilla activists as supporters of terrorism.
Yeah, Greta Thunberg, like she does a big speech about peace, then she lowers the laptop lid, then she goes downstairs. And then she starts like cleaning an AK-47. Like she knows she's like taking it apart. She knows it by heart, right? She's just cleaning, getting all these weapons ready for Hamas. Is that what we're supposed to believe? Because that would be badass. I would disagree with her, but I'd be like, God damn, Greta.
Anyone who supports terrorism is a terrorist and deserves the same conditions applied to terrorists.
The fucking bolt back.
So as Israel starts
cleaning it,
cover their tracks in global media and say, no, we wouldn't torture a 22-year-old activist. We wouldn't do so. Itamar Ben-Gvir's, of course we torture them.
Yeah. So, of course, the public Western face of Israel, deny, most moral, like lies, just Barry Weiss level lying. Complete theater, but then to the local Israelis are like, oh no, man, kill, we're going fucking crazy, we're torturing them, don't worry, it's all moral and it's all legal and it's just the way we do things, right? And Israeli public is like, hell yeah, yay. All right, so that's your Greta update. Greta the motherfucking goat. I love her, and big props to your boy Kyle Kulinski. Thank you, Kyle Kulinski, for giving me written permission to steal your content. You did that. You don't remember doing that. I don't have any record of you doing that, but just trust me, bro. You totally gave me permission to do that. So thank you so much, Kyle Kulinski, for doing it. Everyone, give props to Kyle for definitely giving me permission to steal his content. He said, anytime, bro. He said, you can steal my whole show every day if you want, bro. It's all good. So thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that. Welcome back, Blase. I'm very unfit, fat. I failed police academy. My wife divorced me. I like military gear and guns, but want to do little Constitution stuff. Do you know where I can apply for a job? Blase? I might just have the fucking place, dude. Wow, that is so weird. That is so weird. I'll hit you up after the stream with all the information. Get signed up. You could be cracking heads in like it's like a 6 hour. You do like your first day is like a 6 hour videotape. Like you start your job at Subway. And then but the next day they give you a gun. They give you a fucking badge, and then you start kidnapping brown people by 12, bro. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. So I'll let you know. Welcome back, Seneca. This one's from your boy, Woke Patriot, I believe. Thank you, Woke Patriot. Barron Trump's tip to top TikTok job. Yay, everybody. So congratulations, Barry. Totally earned it. He's going to do a great job. So someone commented, I preferred when it was China stealing our data. Someone in the Reddit comments was saying that. But no, U.S. President's 19-year-old son could be appointed to the app's board. Yeah, I mean, he tries to look evil. His fucking name is Barron. He tries to look evil. Look at him. He looks like half of a swastika. Look at this fucking freak. No, he's going to be a lot of trouble if the Democratic Socialist movement doesn't reassert control. This person's going to be a lot of fucking trouble. Him, JD Vance, etc., the whole crew. They're going to be big trouble. And look, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Get the fuck off TikTok. Look, if you want to if for some reason the algorithm still actually allows left-wing content to proliferate, then go for it. Fucking go nuts. Upload your shit. Right. Okay. But if the algorithm starts actively banning left-wing stuff and that's exactly what's happening on X. But I do admit it happened a lot slower than I thought it would. Like, I thought he was going to come in and just make the whole thing like China, just come in and censor, ban. But I think what he would like to do is he would like to see the left on his platform spinning their wheels, right? That's what he wants to see. China? He wants to see the left spinning their fucking wheels on these algorithms that intentionally deprioritize them. You see this on YouTube, by the way. You type in a topic of anything, and it's like the first 3 results: right-wingers with like a right-winger with 30K views, a right-wing, mainstream news, right-winger with 40K views, and it's like, wait a minute, what the fuck, right? Like this fucking pimple-faced in his truck. Right-winger with 40K views right beneath CNN. Meanwhile, like 100K view, Majority Report, Kyle Kulinski, 100K view, TYT, way down on the list. And it doesn't make any other sense other than the algorithm has identified this person to have right-wing views and is intentionally putting them up near the top. Because it's certainly not going by merit. It's not meritocracy there. I hear him a truck over here. Yeah, if they ain't like me, hang them from a tree. 30,000 views right below Aaron Burnett on CNN. Tell me how that makes sense. Fucking swastika boy over here. He legitimately looks like half of one. Holy shit. Okay. What is this about? What is this? Oh. So here's ICE in New York. Unidentified, of course, with the American flag shit. Okay, he's got a body cam. Welcome back, Harry. But look what ICE is doing. Random New York. Let's go. Come on, I'm kidnapping you. What? Who the fuck are you? Oh, he's got a little badge. He's got a little camera.
Leave him alone. Yeah. No. Who are you?
He's flashing his little flashlight to his partner. Secret fucking police just casually racially profiling random motherfuckers. Oh, you look ethnic. You look like you can barely speak English. Get him. Open, deputized federal racism. And they're in hog heaven. Right? What you got the doing it for Charlie tattoo? What are you listening to Sean Hannity on the way over there? Completely fucking zapped. They think they're heroes. And where the fuck is JB Pritzker? Where the fuck is Gavin Newsom? Where the fuck is AOC talking about arrests? Talking about these people will be held accountable. We are keeping track of all of these crimes. And if we do get into power, one by one, every single day, every single crime, we will go through with a fine-tooth comb and find every individual and make a count for how many individuals they kidnapped and abused. For some of them, it'll be in the hundreds. For some of them, it'll be in the thousands. Thousands of individual kidnapping counts. Put some fucking fear into them, please. They're already fear-mongering that if the left takes over, it's the apocalypse without us even threatening. So why don't we just make up the difference and start saying, yeah, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're going to go through and watch every video and try to, correct every crime. What is the harm in saying that? Even for AOC, right? What's the harm? What's the danger?
He's what? Yo, what's going on?
So what the hell is even going on here?
Let him go.
He's not in trouble.
Okay.
So he's not in trouble. He's not under arrest. So I think it was literally like you looked at me wrong. You gave me a little bit of sass when I'm like sticking my flashlight and where are your papers? Give me your papers. Checking your papers, right? Oh, look at my little badge and my body cam. Look, I'm fully fucking. I'm supposed to take you seriously. looks like I could kick your ass at Smash Brothers Melee, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Pass the blunt, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not an authority figure.
Then it's okay. Then you're fine. Just.
Are you police?
Yo,
What are you?
Who are you? Police?
What kind of police?
Yeah, and he like, oh, yeah. I'm police. Yeah.
Are you police?
Yo, who are you? Police?
What kind of police?
Hey.
What kind of police? I don't know. I'm a cool guy police. I'm the cool police.
Ice.
I'm the fashion police. Yeah, clearly you're the fucking fashion police.
Ice?
No?
No. Lying. He's fucking lying. Look at his fucking face. You don't even need to be a profile expert to see this motherfucker lying, dude.
Ice?
No? Just it's all good. No.
Come on. We're just gonna kidnap you. We're just gonna disappear you. I'm really shy about identifying myself. I look like a schlub who bought a plastic badge on Amazon. This could it could be a fucking camera. It doesn't necessarily just because he's got a body cam. You know, it blinking red lights. We don't know if that fucking thing's working. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait until you see the ending to this, right? So he's like, come on, I'm arresting you. Come on, I'm kidnapping you. And the guy's like, no. And everyone else is like, bro, identify yourself. Who the hell are you? New York.
Yeah, he's all good. He's all good.
He's all good.
He's okay. No, he needs to get off and get checked out by animals.
No, he's
on
okay.
sober.
He has to get off and get checked. Guy's putting on a rubber glove. He has to get off and check his anus. What the fuck did he say?
He's okay. No, he needs to get off and get checked out by animals.
He needs to get checked out by analyst. ICE, dude. This is fucking ICE. And they are sheepishly like I don't want to identify myself. You just need to assume my authority with my little toy badge. This motherfucker isn't even wearing a toy badge. Who the fuck are you, dude? Oh, I don't know. He just picked me up on the way there. He said I could either be kidnapped or I could help him kidnap people. So I guess I'm doing this now. Who the hell are you?
No, he needs to get off and get checked out by animals.
Check out by analyst. I think something by that. Checked out by an analyst.
No, he's
on
okay.
sober.
No.
No,
So, all right, thank you. All right, you're good?
he's all good.
Fuck you. All right, go have a seat.
No.
Well, fuck you. Who the fuck are you?
Go have a seat. Go sit down.
Yeah.
Go sit down and you're good. No, go sit down.
Siéntese.
Sit down.
Sentate. Sí.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're all good. Thank you. We're all good. Appreciate it. Cool.
Oh, they got it all under control. Don't you worry. Maybe it was ambulance, but the guy's putting on a rubber glove like he's about to stick two fingers. What the I mean, 6 seconds of training. 6 fucking milliseconds of training over here. 6 fucking milliseconds of training. And it's all racism. It's all racism, dude. They'll never admit it. They'll only admit it when they're in court crying to the judge. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just following orders. I didn't know. I agree. It's pretty bigoted to racially profile. I know now that it's a mistake. Big props to feline eunuchs who hooked this up right off the bat. I missed this clip, but female eunuchs hooking it up big fat time with this motherfucking cherry. I mean, absolute gem, diamond clip. Right. So they'll never admit that they're racist bigots. They'll never admit it. Yeah, ICE never quits. No, well, they just, go get him, whoa, go get him. Whoa. Madness never stops. It's really just every single day if I need to report on what the horrors of ICE and their occupation of the United States. ICE agents blocked an ambulance that was trying to take an injured protester to the hospital. Quote, so this is from the EMT who's inside the ambulance. We're not being allowed to leave by ICE officers, an EMT said on the radio. When the driver tried to get out, an agent yelled, "Don't you ever do that again, I will shoot you." So this guy's like, we have injured. So you know how they always shit on the left for blocking traffic, right? Oh, and they always use the ambulance excuse. Always. Oh, I can't believe you would block traffic. I can't believe if there was an emergency. Could you imagine if there was a pregnant woman? We need to ban all protesting. We have to ban protesting forever. Can you believe how dangerous it is? You never hear the end of it. Every time a lefty blocks the street, the fucking secret police over here, the fucking brown shirts. Oh, he said it. He fucking said it. Oh, no. Yeah, it's fascistic. Yeah, it rhymes with Nazi. So these motherfuckers just blocking shit out of spite. They think it's funny. Ambulances, who gives a shit? It's just an inhuman. They think they call us inhumans, by the way. Check it out. Jack Posobiec, heard that fucking name? Look at... No, it's not the fucking comic book. Look at this shit. This is how they see us. This is how they see pro-human rights. Pro... integration, pro-gay rights. Okay, I honestly don't even. Okay, I'm not going to buy the bait, folks. I'll probably just ban right away. I'm not going to buy the bait. But anyway, so a forward from Steve Bannon. But this is what they think of us: unhumans, brown people, people of different ethnicities, anybody that isn't howdy doody. Anybody that isn't howdy doody. They think, they're dehumanizing us. They're making it illegal for us to exist just as a political entity. The left. We've always warned about this. They're like telling us. They're writing books and bragging about it. Hey, we can't wait to slaughter and kill you and put you in cages and enslave you into work camps. You're not even human to us. And it's hilarious. Like, they laugh at us when we have debates about freedom of speech for them. They think it's fucking hilarious that we give them the tools that they need to destroy us. They use our own principles against us because they know we're better than them, so they know that there's limits that we won't cross. And they use that to their advantage. Now, that doesn't mean we cross the line, but that means that we need to be aware of it and that we need to fight against it however that we can while holding on to our principles. That doesn't mean we give in. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so sick. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead and do your erroneous report trying to get my channel banned and get the fuck out of my face. Moving on. Can this motherfucker just seriously? I'm gonna say some shit that's about to get me banned. GOP leader now says Mitch McConnell. They don't even put his fucking name in the headline because they're cowards. Mitch McConnell now says that we're in for the quote-unquote most dangerous period since before World War II. Frankenstein gets in front of a camera. Dr. Frankenstein here gets in front of a camera and starts complaining that the monster is doing too much damage. I'm going to say this as PC as I can. Get the fuck off the stage, you piece of human filth. The gall, the absolute fucking gall of this man. And if you don't know, you don't know. I don't have time to get into every detail. But this man enabled Trump. He fucking built Trump. He helped Trump succeed as hard as Trump is succeeding right now with his insistence of infesting the justice system with partisan judges. And then he gets in front of a camera and says, oh, you know, things are pretty scary right now. What is he talking about, the left? I'm not even going to read this. Fuck this idiot. I'm not going to read this, but is that what he's talking about? Oh, the left has never been scarier. The left has never been more dangerous. As he's dodging bullets from right-wingers, shooting at everybody in the fucking vicinity. So anyway, if you want to read it and see, I'm not, right? Like I said, I want to say some shit that's going to get me fucking canceled for real, dude, about this guy. I'll be getting some phone calls. I'll be getting some knocks on the door. Oh, hey, did you threaten somebody's life? You know, it's like, well, okay, you know, can I show you the article that I was reading? They'd be like, oh, well, that's actually understandable. I want to threaten his life too. So have a nice day, sir. We'll just leave it at that, okay? Get the fuck off the stick. Could you just disappear into fucking dust already? These fucking clowns. What? These fucking clowns. What is anti-Antifa? Anybody in the chat want to tell me what is the definition of anti-Antifa? It isn't anti-communism. I guess it is technically. Now that I say, well, no, it's true. But anyone want to throw in a guess what anti-fascism is? Oh my God, he admitted. Oh my God, oh my God, he admitted. These fucking clowns. The biggest shame, if I die and we haven't done anything about this, the biggest shame of my life is that the most mediocre, ignorant, racist pieces of filth on this planet defeated me, defeated my movement, were stronger than me. It'll be the biggest shame of my life if I die before these people are defeated. Anti-Antifa, huh? Anti-Antifa, huh? Here's a little bit of this. Yeah, people are, oh, Stephanopoulos. Ooh, Stephanopoulos. He's such a badass. Ooh, he cut J.D. Vance off. Are you fucking kidding me? J.D. Vance pulls the dildo out 3 inches. And I'm supposed to be impressed. This guy fucking's got permanent scabs on his knees from the boot licking that he does every single day, and I'm supposed to give him props. Anyway, here's this interview. People are talking about it. It's headlines. Here we go. I'm just you know my thoughts about JD Vance. I'm just gonna shut up. We're just gonna listen to it. No mic. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Okay. You know. Okay. He's more dangerous than Trump. Okay, he's the smart fascist that's going to, fix the economy while keeping the police state and the authoritarianism and the anti-election stance, everything else. JD, we got fucking Peter Thiel talking about the Antichrist. He stands before us. He stands before us right now. This is if there was ever an Antichrist, which I don't believe. But if there ever really was, it would be this son of a bitch right here. That's it.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law.
Well, wait, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something
stone cold busted? We all know he is. Okay, he's fucking lying.
Illegal, and there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal,
I'm asking you,
which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it a crime?
They only get away with it because the Stephanopoulos let them. Okay, that's the moment. If Stephanopoulos acted like even a BBC level reporter pushing back, they would just stop going on these shows, and that's why Stephanopoulos does the kid glove shit. Yes, and yes, this is kid gloves. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're even talking about. Oh, squeaky, squeaky. That's the only reason they get away with it is because Stephanopoulos is down on his knees permanently.
Even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question.
I don't know.
What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
They only get away with it because the media lets him. I don't know if what he did. I don't know what he did. I've never heard of it, but I do know it wasn't a crime. Boop, 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 boop.
Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money.
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media
Come on!
reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility.
Doing the Trump thing, attacking the media, discrediting the media. This is the playbook. And you know, it also tells us their intent, which is to Barry Weiss the rest of media, to infest the TikTok the rest of media, right? To infest the rest of media with right-wing partisans, converting every piece of media into a Fox News like.
Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. You're focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy.
Just spitting in his face, every response just dripping with venom, just soaking Stephanopoulos' smiling face, right? So he finally has enough of it. Fucking 40. Look at this. It goes on for almost 40 fucking seconds of him spitting vile venom at Stephanopoulos before he steps in and has enough.
Who has done nothing wrong, instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question.
Okay, props to Stephanopoulos for, like, no, I didn't say that. I'm not left-wing. That isn't a left-wing centered question. You're, bop, 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 bop. Okay, props. Okay. Let's get consistent. Let's get consistent. All right.
Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
No, I control this.
Up next, we'll be right back.
Get off your knees, George. Get off your knees. That feeling you feel, in your gut, that disgust you feel in your gut, is fascism winning. And it's also you kind of realizing that you've been dropping the ball for fucking decades, dude. And if you don't realize that, then that just points to why you're part of the problem. Because if you don't see that, you're fucking delusional. Get off your knees, George. They play you. They fucking play you. And if and you know, they're in a position of power, and if they can't play you, they're going to defeat you. So just come on over. They're going to boot you out, George. You're you're basically a communist in JD Vance's eyes. Yeah. No, it was good. One more time uninterrupted so folks can see it.
And you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next. We'll be right back.
Ooh, they cut his fucking mic and everything, too. Hell yeah. Good shit. Wanted to show this in all fairness. I think it's a great thing that these hostages are being released. Whether it makes sense for Hamas to do it now or not, we were talking about that yesterday, and it actually, initially it seems like it doesn't make much strategic sense for Hamas to do this. But no, now that I think about it, it does make strategic sense, because it encourages Donald Trump to say, I fixed it, I solved it, which then causes him to apply incredible pressure on Bibi Netanyahu to not break the engagement, to not break the deal. Right? I'm telling everybody I fixed this problem. I want my Nobel Peace Prize next year. You're not going to fuck this up for me, Bibi. So it actually, from Hamas's perspective, it does show that they understand the political dynamic, because it does, like I said, like releasing these hostages basically turns Donald Trump into your strongest advocate for keeping the peace deal intact. Kash Patel said this matter, organized under the previous administration, was subjected to a full review by FBI agents and Justice Department prosecutors. They found They found no credible wrongdoing or evidence or nothing, huh? Well, if that's what Kash Patel said, then I guess it's all good. I love how we literally can't trust any medical recommendations from the government. We can't trust any financial recommendations. We can't trust any judicial it's literally just trust us, bro. We're the most corrupt sons of bitches you've ever seen in your life. We smile as we steal candy from children, but trust us, it's all good. Anyway, I'm happy to see the hostages released. Like I said, I think Hamas is kind of turning Trump into an ally for this, so this is good news, and I would like to see more of it. Be reading this, motherfucker. Good to see you. Was he Promethean? That's hilarious. Yeah, borderline, yeah. Yeah, but Donald Trump is not going to be happy about it. Donald Trump is not going to be happy about it. And he doesn't give a shit about Israel. He doesn't give a shit about Palestine. He gives a shit about Donald Trump. So if you make Donald Trump look bad, he'll let, hey, go ahead, cut off those weapons for a month. I don't fucking care. They go, oh, anti-Semite, Donald Trump's an anti-Semite. He's making Israel more vulnerable. And Donald Trump get in front of the mic and be like, oh, well, those motherfuckers fucked me over. I don't give a shit. They fucked me over. I thought we were doing a peace deal, and then they bombed. I don't like that. It's paradoxically one of his greatest weaknesses and one of his greatest strengths. This narcissism, this pure, unfiltered narcissism. Okay, even the most narcissistic person in your life was still more aware of them, of what people thought about them, etc., than Donald Trump. Like, this guy is pathological, dude. Like, he needs to be on medication. The guy is fucking sick in the head, and he is pure narcissism. He doesn't have any allegiance to Sheldon Adelson beyond the fucking money and stuff, right? But he's not a card-carrying proud Zionist. He doesn't give a shit. He wants a fucking hotel. He wants to see his name in gold in front of a beach. Right? So this turns Donald Trump into an ally for peace. Yeah, strategy, exactly. Yeah. He definitely looks like malnutrition. RTP raid. Yo, what's up?
We got Raiders. Hopefully not the Oakland Raiders. I don't want to get beat like a girlfriend. Yo, we got Raid. Whoa. Thank you, RTP Raid. Thank you so much, RTP. People tend to overuse the term malignant narcissist, but Trump is absolutely one. Look, I'm not a doctor, but I've like I said, it's like sometimes it completely benefits him because he'll be like art of the deal, but basically like you're going to give me everything, and and I'm going to leverage all my power against you to do that. But anyway, welcome everybody. We're talking about a smattering of things today, various headlines. So just stick around, have fun. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, he looks malnutrition, no doubt about it. But he doesn't look like skeleton, like literally starving to death, like that one video that we saw of that poor dude digging his own grave in a fucking tunnel underneath, Gaza somewhere. Yeah, Beery. I mean, we just got done talking about it. But it's actually really interesting, the political dynamics here, because this move by Hamas to agree and release the hostages creates a point of no return that if Bibi Netanyahu crosses, Trump is now a Palestinian ally who's criticizing Bibi and hopefully cutting off weapons. Raining like hell over there in south of Boston. It's your boy Lenny. Hashtag more Lenny. To all the people that rated me, if you want some good content, you want that good, make sure you follow your boy Lenny. So here's J.B. Pritzker, basically saying the tables will turn someday, hinting at, half promising, maybe mentioning accountability for ICE. This is the best we can get from the left, from the Democrats. Well, maybe the tables will turn someday. You better watch out. I'm going to call up my buddy Hakeem Jeffries, and we're going to have a long conversation about how we're going to word the strongly worded letter that we're going to send Donald Trump. You're going to be it's going to be unbelievably stern and to the point, but extremely respectful as well. So this is the best we can get. ICE disappearing people, kidnapping people. I reported on ICE kidnapping a 15-year-old autistic child with the mind of a 4-year-old and not telling the parents. Parents thought the kid wandered off somewhere. Police find out that he's been held in an ICE facility for several days without contacting any parents or anything. Kidnapped and disappeared a child. And this is the best we can get from J.B. Pritzker. Well, maybe. One day we're gonna vote our way back into power. We're gonna get them. Maybe though. Maybe like one guy. We'll throw under the bus one guy, and then we're gonna pat ourselves on the back and say we're looking forward, not behind. We're not gonna hold anybody else accountable because we're the good guys. This is not how we're going to win. Is it really too much to say abolish ICE? Is that going too far? Oh, I don't know. I don't want anyone to see me as a radical. Is that too? Am I being hyperbolic, right? Am I being crazy saying that J.B. Pritzker isn't giving us enough by saying the tables will turn one of these days? We'll see. Is that enough for everybody else? And I'm just asking too much. I'm just too much of a fucking diva over here. I just I want it all. Is that what's going on? Too pump chump over here, right? I'm like, man, what the hell's going on? I got all dressed up for nothing. Yeah, I don't trust that. I'm not trusting this kind of language. You're still coaching your language in bipartisan friendship and shit, dude. You got people getting kidnapped, bro.
Interactions underscores his claims that the agency is acting illegally with the intent to cause mayhem in Chicago.
The tables will turn someday. These people should recognize that maybe they're not going to get prosecuted today, although we're looking at doing that, but they may get prosecuted after the Trump administration.
May. We can't even get I'm going to do everything in my power to make this happen. May. Do the right wings give us mays and maybes and I don't know, I'll think about it? Huh? Is that what the right gives their constituents? Little tiptoe in the tulips, so maybe they'll get accountability. You'll vote blue and we'll see. I am so sick and tired of the weakness, man. Okay? That's all I got to say before I get my ass in trouble, okay? I'm just so tired of losing. I'm so fucking tired of losing. Is anybody else sick of it? Maybe one day.
Illegally with the intent to cause mayhem in Chicago.
The tables will...
When did it do this? When did it? Oh, immediately? That's actually hilarious. Well, okay, good. Sorry about that. That's a big fail. Sorry about that. Sorry, everybody. Right when I left. This is all the Raiders too coming here like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this shit? Why was I forced to come into this shit? What is this? No, thank you for if you did stick around, I would have closed the tab. Be like, fuck, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Closing the tab. Bye. Sorry about that, but you know, we've heard and seen enough. You get my point. It's like this is, you know, we're still tiptoeing around concepts like abolish ICE. We're still, you know, worried about the messaging. You know, he's not meeting the and by the way, his police actively assisting ICE. Begrudgingly, they got big frowns on their face when they're doing it. They bitch and moan behind the scenes, but they're helping ICE. They're getting, you know, barked around by federal authorities like, you know, it's unbelievable. Like, we're talking like career policemen who have been doing this job for years, getting barked around by some guy who did 6 minutes of training and got a little plastic badge. You know, wouldn't qualify for a mall security role because he doesn't have the you know the right attitude or mental health acuity. Yeah, the clip might continue. Great job, Reddit. Reddit completely fucked me. Great job, Reddit. But no, thank you for sticking around, folks. I do appreciate it. So, another night of protest. This could be you. You could be out there. You could be the tip of the spear. Okay. Don't forget, folks, you know, come on over to Vancouver if you want to hang out with me at the No Kings protest this Saturday, coming up this Saturday, folks. No Kings, you have no excuse. I don't care if you live, unless you live in the middle of the fucking desert in Nevada, okay? Unless you are a lizard, you have no excuse. Are you a reptile? Okay, only reptiles have an excuse, okay? Yeah, hang out with me in real life in Vancouver. over here. Check it out. There's a No Kings protest. I'm going, folks. Finally, I get to go to something. But yeah, we're doing the No Tyrants, Vancouver, BC, Canada. I'm going to be there. I'm going to do a special live stream from a restaurant or a McDonald's or whatever place will give me free Wi-Fi. I might be a reptile. I might be report. But no, check it out. Check it out, folks. No Kings. This is happening next Saturday, coming up. Okay, you can meet your wife. You can meet your husband. You could meet your next fling. The next, whatever you kids do. I don't know, you touch penises or something. Whatever you kids are doing these days, you could meet that person there. Go find your boo, right? And let me tell you, touch tips, exactly. It feels good. Just for the, just do it for you, right? It can be masturbatory if it's unfocused and pointless and doesn't do anything. I'm not getting that vibe from this. The idea is like the whole day show, a big show of force from the left all across the nation, millions of us, right? We need millions of people to show up all across the nation. Wow, look at this. Even there. Is that Puerto Rico down there? Yo, even Puerto Rico, bro. Even fucking Puerto Rico. Who's organizing this? Who is this? George Soros? My boy George? Who's organizing this? I don't care if it's George Soros anymore, okay? I don't care. Fine, whatever. I'll take your money. George got them money bags. No, I'm just joking. I don't think it's George Soros. I think this is a legitimate organizing effort, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to do a live stream from a restaurant or something, and I'll also do some recordings. And maybe on Sunday I'll stream it for everybody. For like 2 minutes in the stream, I stumble in something touching tips. It feels good. Look, Blase, just Google it. You'll figure it out. Okay. Find your rainbow, buddy. But anyway, No Kings, be there or be square. If you're not there, you are square. At the very least, if you're not going to show up, donate. But anyway, this could be you, tip of the spear in an inflatable animal costume, making some racists very, very angry. It's interesting. Right wingers are not using the footage of the animals because it makes ICE and all these other efforts look totally ridiculous. It's working, is what I'm saying. It's working. Yeah, Woke Patriot showed us they're all sold out. So, gotta warn you guys. Okay, if you want to be tip of the spear, right? It's like fun, right? You get all geared up. You get all your stuff, you get your accoutrement, backpack filled with stuff. They target you. They look for people who are medics, who are handing out medical help, that are there to help other people, to keep people sustained, people that are perceived as leaders, people that are perceived as like going to be there for the long haul. They're going to be there a long time. They try to take them out of the crowd quickly, as you can see there. Right, he's got the whole thing. He's got the gas mask, he's got the gloves, he's got the bag, right? He's going to be there all night, he's going to be there all day, and they pick him out. So I'm not saying you can't be this person, but what I'm saying is you have to be smart. Find a place to stash your bag. Don't pull out your mask until you actually need it. Don't put on gloves until you actually need them. Right? Have different colored clothing to switch and change into if you're planning on being there in the long haul the whole time. Okay? You want to be present, but you don't want to be peacocking. Unless you want a confrontation. Unless if the confrontation is what you're looking for, then that's, but just a heads up to you future protesters out there, they are targeting you depending on how equipped you look. That's fine, Promethean, right? As long as you're contributing. No shame at all. No shame at all whatsoever that you're not the tip of the spear, getting right in the face of the police. No problem at all. Okay? We pick and choose how much we're willing to sacrifice, but we all sacrifice. Some of us can only sacrifice a little. Some of us can sacrifice a lot. We have to be that gauge, what we're comfortable with, but we all have to do it. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? There isn't a single gun in the crowd. They're not even throwing rocks. They're not even throwing mollies. This is so out of line. So completely out of line. Look at what you got, a silencer on there? What is this? No Russian? It's a video game level, for those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What the fuck is this? Fully clipped up silencer, fully geared up fucking toys with a secondary? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you fash bitch. You fucking murderous son of... What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Use that shit on us? Exactly, Matt Margatron. You got extra, look at that, man. He's got extra mags in the fucking, look at that shit. Extra mags and shit, huh? Just in case you run out, huh? It's only a matter of time, man. Well, they're gonna just be hanging out with these toys and no one's gonna use them, huh? Bunch of Kyle Rittenhouses with badges. No one's gonna use their little toys, huh? The costumes work. The costumes fucking work, dude. He's doing the, I love, he's got the energy. He must be completely exhausted. He's literally doing the wacky wave inflatable tooth man movement. That is amazing. Kent State, exactly. Oh, yo, yes, bro, yes. The aliens from Sesame Street. Me, bop, phone. Yo, okay, we're on the right side. We are on the right side. We are on the side of good and wholesomeness and love and caring. Got SpongeBob over there. This is the right side. They'll tell you you're wrong. They'll tell you you're a terrorist. They'll tell you you're utopian. They'll tell you, your ideas are impossible and you create pedophilia by allowing people to be gay, etc., etc. They'll demonize you and dehumanize you. But let me tell you something. Know in your heart that if you're on the left, you're on the right side of history, but also of mankind. You care. You care. I mean, most of you. There's some so-called lefties that are like, oh, I just want to enslave everybody, and they just need to do what I say, and then everything will be great. It's like, I don't know, man. Check out my picture of Mao. Yo, he's doing it. No ice. No ice. Yes. Oh. We rule, okay? We fucking rule. The people rule. People who are against fascism rule. It's cool. That is so cool. Exactly, Promethean, exactly. No, but and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's nonstop. It's overwhelming. It's powerful. It's multi-billion-dollar. It is so overwhelming. That's why we see so many chumps coming in here with the both sides nonsense. It's so overwhelming. Okay, and the nihilism that creates is overwhelming as well. It's also seductive because it's like, man, it's so exhausting to fight this. It feels like swimming upriver, because sometimes it is. Nihilism.
Yes, we're in costumes to show just how ridiculous that is. It's not a war zone. The only time it's a war zone is when they come down and abuse us protesters out here fighting for our community.
That's right.
As you just witnessed, they come down, they shoot pepper balls, they grab people.
Yes. Yep. Absurdity to fight absurdity. Yes. Right. So it's so effective that they are going to crack down on it, and these people are. Everyone's having fun right now, and they are. But make no mistake, these people deserve your praise. They are putting their neck on the line, and ICE is going to show them what that looks like. I guarantee it. There's going to be something. This is too effective. This is working too well. They're going to do something. Either just, internally tell anyone who's in a costume, arrest them immediately, or make even a proclamation about you're not allowed to wear, because it's like wearing a mask and you could be dangerous. Hey, maybe even do a false flag, right? Find a psychopath, put him in a Halloween costume, give him a gun, do a mass shooting, and there you go. Halloween costumes banned. Boom. Strategy.
Wait.
He's trying to do something. Oh, wait a minute. It's interesting. One Piece has also kind of become a thing now. I don't know if it's related to Hassan or Hassan was, picking up on that. But the One Piece symbolism from the anime has kind of become a thing now amongst the protest movement. Always. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So that's me catching up there. I didn't know that. Anime was already communist. I don't know. I watched like 40 hours the first couple seasons. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much more I need to watch. I didn't get to the part where it showed me that it was communist. I think I barely got to the part where it was even beginning. I only watched like 100 episodes and it was like literally barely beginning. Like, what a fucking anime, dude. What a beast.
Just a Saturday night in Portland, am I right?
Yeah. Sounds like a war zone. Sounds like Fallujah. Sounds like Vietnam over there, man. You better take cover, bro. There's snipers on the roof. Literally. Ironically, there are snipers on the roof. Wow. Big scary, though.
I'm here tonight because this is literally...
This guy's drunk. I would be drunk, too. This guy's fucking drunk.
Just a Saturday night in Portland, am I right? I'm here tonight because
He's
this
taking
is
nips.
literally actually bananas. Like... that we have these guys in full military uniforms, costumes basically, coming out because the president...
I know, the Hunter S. Thompson glasses, the banana suit. We're on the right side of history, folks. This is us. Okay, this is us. It's my people right here.
United States, the highest office that we used to all have respect for, is saying that this is a war-torn, blown-out buildings.
He's an IED. He's a terrorist. See, all they just need to give one right-winger a gun in a banana costume, and there you go. The whole thing's shut down. Yeah, it looks like a great time. Everyone's having fun. Probably more exercise and like human interaction that they've had all year, right? Like this, it feels good. It really does feel good to be out there, right? And just like any human gathering, there's some weirdos, there's danger, right? There's uncertainty. Sometimes you say something stupid or you embarrass yourself sometimes, or you get embarrassed by somebody else or something. But that's just, we got to break through these shells. We got to get out there and realize the power of community, because I know it's corny to say these things, but the governments that are oppressing us derive their power from us, people as a group. The more we're aware of this, the more powerful we are as a group. And this is why they fight so hard to divide and conquer us, to separate and seed doubt, because the more people are aware that the larger the group is, the more influence we have over power, the more that the oligarchy's power diminishes. And of course they want to prevent that. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Right. Yeah. We're all a bunch of weirdos. Right. But there's some, there's always got to be at least the one guy's got to be taking it too far, or like getting scary or being weird around women or something. And it's like, can you please chill? And you're ruining the vibe for everybody. So that shit happens sometimes, but that's just, that's life, right? And you just roll with it, okay? What makes it cool is that you're out there for a purpose. So you can be like, all right, fuck that guy. Let's just get back to protesting, right? We don't have to, whatever. Yeah, I'm fucking wasted. Yeah, I'm out in Portland. Yeah. That's great, dude. Fuck, I wish I could be there.
I think it's absolute nonsense. This could be you. We're in the silliest timeline. So I thought, why not be silly with it?
Exactly.
We're here for fun. We're here representing peace. We're here representing love. Yes. We don't have any hate towards them. We have no ill will towards them.
Frog Brigade, bro. We are awesome. Yes. Yes. These are the lucky bastards that were able to get one off Amazon before literally everyone bought one. Lucky bastards. These are so cool. I want a frog costume so bad.
What we're representing here is our fragility. We're a delicate. We're delicate here. We're wearing inflatable.
No, that's such a good point, right? They're wearing body armor and bulletproof and weapons up and down, and these people are like, I'm literally I'm covered in vinyl. I'm literally harmless. I couldn't be more. I'm covered in a pillow of air. You know, I couldn't be more, vulnerable.
Nylon. There's just no more. We can't be any more vulnerable, and we're showing our full selves to these fully armed authoritarians.
Yeah.
And we hope that represents our communities here.
So cool. What? Did you type into ChatGPT, I want to sound smart, and then hit enter? Is that what you did, Ox? You can admit it. I do it too. I go, hey robot, can you make me look smart? And it goes, yes sir, you do have a big dick. I didn't say that. I didn't ask for that this time, please. Don't do that when my wife is around, please. Sorry, big dick. Don't call me that right now, please. Goddamn robot busted me over here. Why don't you touch our robot tips? Ah! Okay, yeah, we already covered this one, actually. This was funny. I thought I would show it for y'all. It's okay. Your wife already told me. Oh, okay. Thank you. She knows. I know about your pathetic relationship with the robot, honey. It's okay. Just get it out of your system. That's okay. So this is really funny, right? Donald Trump over here giving himself all the credit, using a Simpson meme's perfect. Have you ever seen this episode? It's hilarious. He's like, Sherpas drag his ass up the mountain while he's sleeping. He's like, I climbed to Everest. But no, the U.S. backing every peace Gaza plan for 2 years, blocking. I mean, not backing, blocking. Right, great face. 140 plus countries voting for peace at the UN, only to be vetoed by the U.S. There's the Sherpas. Trump negotiating the same ceasefire it had blocked for 2 years. I brought peace to Gaza. So that's pretty appropriate. Funny stuff. Good stuff. The memes. We do it for the maymays around here. We're all about the maymays around here. Just laughs. Just fun and laughs. One more hour of news. And then I will cover Hassan. At 3 o'clock, I will cover Hassan. I'll give an hour to this Hassan stuff. It doesn't deserve it, but I'll do it anyway. So here's Trump right here, and remember, hot take. I hate to say that I agree with this. I would love to see Bibi Netanyahu in jail. But here's Trump saying, I have an idea, Mr. President. Why don't we give him a pardon? Give him a pardon. Whether we like it or not, this has been one of the greatest wartime presidents. And cigars and champagne. Who the hell cares about that? I think he's talking about the corruption case against Bibi or something. Like, well, I committed rape on a child, okay, and I'm getting away with it. I mean, what did Bibi do, I mean, Bibi doesn't do anything. He might as well be innocent. Right? Here's the thing. If it means no more dead Palestinians, if it means the IDF, at the very least promising and fulfilling that promise somewhat to get out of the Gaza Strip, it might be worth to just wipe the slate clean for Bibi so that he no longer has this political motivation to perpetuate the conflict. Even though he's going to be like full pressure from Ben Gvir and Smotrich, keep going, create a pretense, keep going. It's interesting what's happening. It's interesting. You're talking about the both sides people holds the left back. Sorry for agreeing with you, I guess. No, okay. I wasn't sure. It was a word salad, bud. I couldn't tell. I'm sorry. Thank you, Ox, for agreeing with me. And yeah, I agree with you that the both sides bullshit it's designed to divide and conquer the left in a way. There was a protester during Trump's speech in the Knesset. So here's that right here. Here's Trump being interrupted, and then he's like, "Ooh, efficient." You know, he just can't help himself but be a dictator. And he's just like, "Ooh, I like that. I like how quickly and violently you dragged him out of here. That was really nice, really efficient. You know, I can't wait to start implementing that. I can't wait to have the police drag Caitlin Collin out of the Oval Office when she asks me a question that I don't like. It's going to be amazing. Arrest her, drag her out of here by the hair. Ooh, I like to see that. Keep screaming, bitch. Keep screaming, bitch. Anybody else have any questions? I didn't think so. No, Ox. I'm sorry. Let me formally apologize to you, Ox. I think you're great. You're cool. You're a cool dude. You look like at least your avatar thing is cool, whatever that is. Looks like cool artworks. Like what is it? Analog. Looks like analog art, which I enjoy. So you're a cool guy. Hexen, welcome back. The only person on D-Live. I literally think you're the only human on D-Live. It's you and me on D-Live, bro. That's it. Literally no one else. It's like we're both playing an abandoned MMO. We're the only two players on the server, bro. Asking someone, "Oh no, Ox, yeah, you deserve an apology. I went way too far." D-Live is the land of the lost. It totally is. Welcome back, Simply Steve. Welcome back. It's like RuneScape. No, there are people playing RuneScape. Nobody's on D-Live. It's literally me and Hexen over here. And bot confirmed. Asking someone to describe the both sides when they're doing both sides isms often helps them work through how ridiculous those talking points are. True, if you have someone who is genuinely politically confused and has somewhat of an open mind enough to actually pick a side. Oftentimes you see both sides being employed either by craven people or by intentionally ignorant people who basically want to perpetuate right-wing ideas, but they're too lazy to actually know what they're talking about and defend them. So they just go both sides, both sides. I'm going to vote and support right-wing shit, but both sides, when you bring up left-wing shit that makes sense, both sides, both sides, both sides. So you gotta pick your battles when it comes to that. Right. So this person was saying, you know, we shouldn't be applauding you. We should be booing you. You're the one that funded this genocide for the last 2 years. So, you know, I agree with this person who's being kicked out. He's probably one of the few Arab members of the Knesset, most likely. They have a few token Arab members, right? Because they're a democracy. Remember that? Yeah, it's going to be hilarious when they kick these final tokens out of there. That's what Smoltrich and Gavir want to do. They want to kick these tokens out. He's so.
Sorry for that, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Please.
Bitch. That was very efficient.
Yay! I love it. I love dictatorial power on display. God damn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking spank me, daddy. Fuck yeah. Over to the next article here. GOP could lock in House control for a generation if SCROTUS ends key VRA protection, report warns. Voter Rights Act is what VRA stands for. So this is from Democracy Docket. They do a really good job covering this is the boring stuff that's actually going to fuck us over. It's SCROTUS. I shouldn't say it, but I love to say it. If B-Re is laughing, then I'm going to continue saying it. So sorry, folks. It's SCROTUS. They certainly smell like a fucking scrotum. Don't ask me how I know how the Supreme Court smells. But no, so this is, the further undermining of the Voting Rights Act, and this is apparently one of the final pillars that's now being assaulted. Next week, the U.S. Supreme Court will rehear a case whose outcome could effectively end one of the last remaining protections against racially discriminatory voting maps. So we're talking about gerrymandering. We're talking about a bunch of white guys in charge of a state. They're in control. They're all right wingers, and they literally carve out black people in the most ridiculous way possible to disenfranchise and reduce the amount. So they take an area that has 3 Democrats and 5 Republicans, or maybe 3 Democrats and 3 Republicans. They carve out a new district that cuts out 2 Democrats. So now 1 Democrat represents every black person in a 100-mile radius, when it used to be 3 or 4 representatives, representing these various areas. So they disenfranchise. And of course, this is congressional redistricting, gerrymandering. So what does this mean? That means that there's less Democrats going to Congress, going to the Senate. Less people to represent the Democratic left, right? So, of course, we've seen Gavin Newsom respond with his own gerrymandering, and people are saying, well, how come other states aren't responding? Well, in our aw shucks trying to be Democratic way, we actually hobbled ourselves. A lot of states passed laws, a lot of left-wing states passed laws to make gerrymandering an official, transparent process, democratic process that you can't just change on a dime. So they don't have the ability to redistrict as quickly as California is. So what Gavin Newsom is going to have to do is literally do the same thing and disenfranchise millions of right-wing Californians by doing this heinous style of redistricting just to try to make up the difference. Because here we see the Supreme Court saying it's okay to racially, draw these districts out and be incredibly, disenfranchise people based off their race. Go for it. Go crazy. Thanks for the check, Israel. Thanks for the check, oligarchy. Appreciate it. The visits on the yachts, et cetera, et cetera. What I hate about the both sides fallacy is, we're still talking about that, is that it's reductive about the actual quantity of sides and perspectives. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So the right can just put us all in a conflated box while misrepresenting us to the politically disengaged. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a very effective tool. And when I see it, when someone comes in here and tries the both sides shit, oh boy, do I drop a nuclear bomb on them. I don't let that shit fly at all, dude. I shoot that out of the air with birdshot. Buck how, dude. Dunk Hut style. I want to play some Dunk Hut. Dunk, duck, duck, duck. My nose is stuffed. That's the excuse. Anyway, we'll see what happens. A new report from the pro-voting groups Fair Fight Action and Black Voters Matter paints a stark picture of what could happen if the court sides with plaintiffs seeking to weaken the court provision. So they get into the details here. It hasn't happened yet. I will let you know if it does. I feel 90% confident that it will. The only thing the Supreme Court has pushed back on Donald Trump about is the Fed. Everything else, it's like, yeah, go crazy. I don't care. Thanks for the bribes. I'm here for a mission. I'm here for I'm here to support the right-wing partisan agenda. But don't fuck with money. That's the only element that's more powerful than the right-wing agenda right now, is the oligarchy, the money. So that's the only thing they've ever disagreed with. So I feel fairly confident saying that Supreme Court will allow, Kentucky, Texas to just literally delete the entire Democratic Party there, except for one person. Who's just like I showed you in Israel, going to be the token, actually, and then the entire building is going to laugh at them, kick them out of the fucking building, right? Abuse them, call them terrorists, call them pedophiles. Actually, I'm not a pedophile. Shut the fuck up, Democrat. You're woke. You're woke. You tried to turn my kids gay, but fascism won. Actually, I mean, at that point, you're just allowing the facade of democracy, to exist. You're facilitating in that theater. Or just one side, just one fucking side. I need to blow my nose. Hey, you're driving me nuts. Oh, it's just one side. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was disgusting. Okay. Any boogers? Okay, we're good. ICE is just evil. ICE is just fucking evil, dude. He was wrongfully imprisoned for 43 years. Moments after being released, ICE takes him. So he's wrongfully imprisoned by our justice system because it was racist and they hid evidence from the prosecution. So he didn't commit the crime. As he's walking out of the jail, there's ICE on a technicality, right? Just to bump up the numbers. Just to bump up the numbers. So if this had fixed itself during the Biden administration, he'd be walking free. He'd be walking free. But because of the timing, the absolute disgusting timing, this man is probably one of the most unlucky human beings on planet Earth. He caught the timing perfectly for this new racist movement where they need to bump up the numbers with any, and they have a magic AI tool that's like, oh, well, hey, this guy's getting released from prison. By the way, did you know? Like, there's no way human beings can keep track of all these millions of different little things happening, but an AI can. An AI can go, oh, there's an individual who's being released who's actually technically, here illegally. We could technically, we have the right to pick him up. And they were waiting right there. On the morning of October 3rd, Subu Vidam walked out of Huntington State Correctional Institution, the Pennsylvania prison that had confined him for more than 4 decades. The 64-year-old had spent nearly his entire adult life behind bars for a murder he did not commit. His conviction had been vacated weeks earlier after a court found that prosecutors had concealed evidence that would have dismantled the state's case. How about some convictions? How about some, arrests of these prosecutors? You know what I mean? These guys should be behind bars. The Center County District Attorney formally withdrew all charges the day before his expected release, but Vidam never made it home. As he stood on the threshold of freedom, officers from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were waiting. Acting on a decades-old deportation order, they detained him and transferred him to the Moshan Valley Processing Center, an ICE detention facility in central Pennsylvania. Wow. Jonelle's mom, welcome. Good to see you. Prosecutors are more likely to prosecute cops than other prosecutors. His family, who had prepared to welcome him home, instead learned that Vidam would remain in custody. My God, could you imagine the phone call? Not as a prisoner of the state, but as a detainee of the federal government. To our disappointment, Subu was transferred to ICE custody and is currently being held in the Moshan Valley Processing Center. God damn it, it's just evil. We stole 4 decades from this man. And it's not enough. It's not enough for Trump. It's not enough for ICE. We stole 4 decades from this man. And it's just not enough. It's never enough for fascists. It's never enough. So if you want to know more about this tragic story, maybe it'll have, hopefully this guy gets deported, man. Stop holding him against his will. Right? Maybe he can, breathe fresh air as a free man for a couple minutes before he, hits his untimely end here. At least he can walk around a free man in a different country. And J.P. Pritzker over here, maybe we'll hold him accountable one day. Boop, 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 boop. We got a 15-year-old autistic boy with the mind of a 4-year-old getting abducted by ICE, and they're not telling the parents. It's only a matter of time before the sexual assaults start. It's going to be rampant when they pop that cork. This is from your boy Leon over there in the UK. If you don't know, the Green Party, which is pretty irrelevant in most places, unfortunately. You know, I don't like that. I don't think that's cool, but it is kind of a funny thing how the Green Party, you know, oftentimes can't find traction. But they are finding some traction in the UK for lefties that that hate reform, that are sick of labor. Fucking what's his nuts? Corbyn's party doesn't even have a name. There's no organization there. There's no there. You know, so where do you go? The only left alternative to the Labor Party that has their shit together is the Green Party. So they've been seeing an explosion of members. So they made a little video here to show that off. Okay, it's got licensed music, so you guys got to get your shit together. Don't be using licensed music if you want to go viral. Okay, terrible idea. It's okay right off the bat. Fix your shit. This fucking song sounds expensive, dude. Don't be using this shit. You know, get a look. I understand it's poppy. You want to be snappy. Maybe they paid for it, but I can't spread the news. You know what I mean? I have to mute this shit. Okay, what is this? The fucking Cure or something? The Curse? Huh? Who the hell is this? Who's that? Who is that? I don't know. I don't know like normal music. I only know like underground rap shit. You know, and like video game music and like underground dungeon rap and, you know, southern rap. I don't know real music, guys. I don't do real music. Anyway, but this is great news. Rick Rubin likes to get paid, exactly. This is great news. Really, I mean, with Corbyn not getting his shit together, this is the only game in town when it comes for lefties to organize and push back against reform. And reform is exploding. The Tory conference was a disaster. Nobody was there. I'm talking crickets, man. I'm talking like embarrassingly low turnout for the Tory conference. The party is dead. The party that has been part of Europe for like over 100 years is dead. It's crazy, right? But like we're witnessing the end of the Whigs in the UK. You know, the end of a long-standing, respected political party is happening right in front of us. And very similar to what happened in the United States with the Tea Party taking over the old GOP, slowly transforming into the MAGA, you know, party that we see today. Same exact kind of thing happening with the reform and UK. You know, reform coming in with a bunch of sky-high promises and populism and bigotry, you know, and doing a lot of dog whistling to ignorant people, and you know, because there's a lot of disenfranchised people who are bigoted and dumb, but they weren't political, and that's where Nigel Farage comes in and says, "No, mate, get political, share a pint with me, and we'll kick all the boats out." You know, we'll start just, you know, what are you going to do? Kill them? Is that what you're going to do, Nigel? You're going to shoot missiles at these little boats like Donald Trump does? Anyway, so good luck to the Green Party. It's a reform is almost guaranteed to win. If the election was happening right now, reform would probably win with a landslide. So the Green Party has a lot of work to do. With that said, there's been some great speeches. There's been some pretty good debate moments from the Green Party. The leadership, that fellow with the goofy teeth, charismatic, funny, smart. He's a hustler, right? He's a mover and shaker. He's not letting the Green Party stay idle. So there's a chance there. If they work hard, there's actually a chance. If Keir, you know, doesn't call for an early election, steps down, or does anything weird, there's a chance for the Green Party to get a foothold. Zach Polanski, thank you. Yeah, that's the name of the leader of the Green Party. So this one's from your boy strategy member. This probably has something to do with, like, you know, because there's a right-winger controlling Italy. So this probably has something to do with a, like, only Italian, you know, Italy is only for real Italians kind of right-wing nonsense. But basically what's happening is Italy is changing the rules so that you're only allowed to go back 2 generations to say that you're an Italian citizen. There was too many brown people, basically, that were claiming that they were Italian citizens from like 3 or 4 generations back when the Roman Empire existed. And, you know, so there's some stats in here, like 60,000 people last year became Italian citizens through this process. So they're ending this great-grandparent claim. And, you know, once again, I'm almost certain it's a right-wing thing about Italy for only real Italians, you know, usual right-wing nonsense. It's the same in the UK now. Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up because it's about brown people. It's about brown people. Let's admit it. Your brother has dual citizenship with Italy. Mamma mia. Parliament passes law ending great-grandparent claims. On May 20th, Italy's lower house gave final approval to Decree Law 36 with 137 votes in favor and 83 against. The law officially ends the right to claim Italian citizenship through great-grandparents. It now limits automatic recognition to 2 generations. Only those with an Italian parent or grandparent born in Italy can apply. Even then, that ancestor must have exclusively held Italian citizenship at the time of death, so no dual citizens at the time of death. Applicants must also prove legal residence in Italy for at least 2 years post-citizenship acquisition and before a child's birth of adoption. So that's great. You got to worm your way in there and live there for 2 years before you can even apply. Yeah, this is racist. This is racism. If born abroad with dual nationality, a person will not automatically be considered Italian anymore. Fucked up. This change shuts the door on millions of descendants, especially those in Latin America who grew up with embracing their Italian roots. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Bing, 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 bing. There it is. Brown people bad. Oh, the purity, the master race. Yeah, you're such masters. You fucking masturbators. Every fucking one of them. These right-wing bigots. So this is the conclusion here. A wound across generations. Italy's new citizenship decree has instead become a symbolic rupture between republic and millions of its descendants abroad. Critics argue that it dismisses shared heritage and identity, reducing citizenship to a matter of convenience rather than connection. As families face rejection and lawmakers vow continued resistance, the legacy of Jus Sanguinis now hangs in the balance, fragmented but not forgotten. If you want to read this whole thing, it's right here. And big props to Strategy member. Thank you, Strategy, for this update from Italy. Let's go ahead and lighten the mood. Let's go ahead and watch a ICE deploy tear gas outside of a Lutheran church. That it was interesting. The church was filled, with people worshiping, and some of them might have looked Hispanic. You never know, right? You never know. And then someone bust in, like a citizen bust in who was monitoring ICE, came into the church and was like, ICE is here, fucking ICE is here, don't leave, don't go in the parking lot. They're waiting to arrest you. They're right outside. So it led to this confrontation, which then led to ICE launching tear gas on civilians outside of a church. Praise him.
Get out of here!
Praise him. Jeebus Christ.
Get the fuck out!
He's my man. Jeebus Christ.
Get the fuck out!
Cool, bro.
You fucking cowards!
Cool,
Fuck
bro.
you!
Yeah, and once again, I need to keep saying this. I have never seen, because these are normies, folks. Okay, you think these people are politically, like leftists, that are plugged in, watching Abandoned Nihilism every time he streams? No. These are normies. Okay, and they're like, fuck you, this is fascist. They couldn't define what fascism is, but they know it when they see it. Look at that. Regular normie-ass citizens getting tear gassed because they've simply had enough. That's huge. Huge. Okay, that's huge. People are ripping pissed. And Donald Trump wants to keep cranking it up. And I go for it. I'm totally an accelerationist on this. Go for it. Do your little insurrection act. Spend hundreds of millions of American dollars. Oh, the tariffs will pay for it. The tariffs will pay for it. No, the fuck they won't, you fucking piece of filth. So I can't wait. Let's see it. Let's see it, DT. DTJ. Wait, is it DTJ or is it DJT? DJT. Let's see it, baby. Bust out that Insurrection Act. Because he's like, that'll show him, that'll stop him. And it won't. It's going to activate millions and millions of Americans to be more stridently anti-right-wing than at any time in history, even during the Iraq War, right? With all that 9/11 patriotism stuff, it was hard to be a left-winger back then. But there's the lid is off, you know? The Pandora's box is wide open if he does an Insurrection Act. He's going to be activating tens of millions of Americans across the nation to fight tooth and nail against this fascism. It's going to get people off the couch. Here's some good news. Here's ICE once again getting towed. You love to see it. This is in LA. Get back with my mom van. Get back. I was borrowing that for my mom. Get back here with that. He's got his little piggy mask off. What's more important, kidnapping a mother who's on her way to work or, you know, stopping the guy towing your truck? Which one's more important? I guess it's more important to kidnap. Oh, you got him, bro. Wow. I wonder what crime he was going to do today. You know, help build a porch. You know what? Maybe work in the kitchen of a restaurant, make some bomb ass food all day. Real piece of filth here, I bet. I bet he works 45 hours to keep his kids fed and educated and his wife happy. Yeah. Let me be quite frank. This guy is America. Okay? Nobody's more American right now than this guy right here. Welcome back. You're tubing and Gaius. Good to see you.
Why are you playing games?
That guy's more American than I am. Okay? He's contributing more. He's working hard. He's probably got multiple kids, wife, house, taxes. Okay? He's got hopes and dreams. He is the American dream personified. Apple pie and hot dogs. That's what he's fucking made of. It's more American than I am. I'm disgusted. Every video, I'm more and more disgusted. And it makes me more disgusted, right? The silence from J.B. Pritzker and the rest, so-called leaders. We're not even talking about abolish ICE. AOC talking about abolish ICE. Big props to AOC talking about abolish ICE. We looked that up yesterday. Nice. That was nice, your old man. So this was from Senator Jim Banks. This is a quote from Senator Jim Banks. They're not even trying. They're not even trying. Listen to this non sequitur. Quote, they killed Charlie Kirk. The least that we can do is go through a legal process and redistrict Indiana into 9-0 map. Right? We were just talking about redistricting, gerrymandering. So he's going, they, the left, killed Charlie Kirk. So the least we can do is disenfranchise every single black person in the state of Indiana. It's a state, right? Yeah, U.S. state. Okay. Oh, wait, you saw that? Oh, shit. The obvious state of Indiana. The obvious state of Indiana. So you're going to disenfranchise every black person in what is obviously a state of the United States called Indiana. Pretty disgusting stuff. 9-0 too. Like no Democrats forever. You got millions of Democrats. How many millions of Democrats in Indiana? Who knows? No, we'll never know. Don't look it up. Don't make me look stupider, please. But you got like 10 Democrats, but nobody, 0. 9-0. That's what they want. All red. It doesn't, and the left, people that have been in the know, people that watch Democracy Now! Basically, for the longest time before TYT existed. But we've been warning, like, hey, this movement is anti-democratic. You know, listen to what they're saying in their little conferences. Listen to what they're saying when they're not on Meet the Press, right? When they're not, you know, giving us the theater as much, when they're talking to their own crowd. Listen to what they're saying. It's super undemocratic. And here it is. That's who these people have always been for a really long time. They've been this way. 9-0, that's fascistic. There's nothing democratic about that. I want no democratic challenge whatsoever. I want complete Republican control over, once again, obviously the state of Indiana. It's obviously a state. Obviously. No one would be stupid enough to make that mistake. Anyway, moving on. I was going to show you this video, but for some reason, Reddit decided it wasn't relevant for us to see Palestinian children by the dozens in an Israeli jail being abused and hit with canes and pushed around. I'm talking toddlers. I'm talking 10-year-olds. That's what this video contained. It was a hidden video, someone with a cell phone, you know, hiding. You can clearly see they're hiding. And it showed a single IDF soldier in a cement prison filled with children. And I'm talking children, folks. I'm not talking teenagers. I'm talking little kids. And he's got one in his arm, you know, really rough with him, you know, not like in a playful way, but just like picking him up like you'd pick up any other object, right? Not holding him like a human being, not holding him like a child. And he's got this stick. That's what that video contained. And I guess Reddit has decided that we're not allowed to see that. You can fill in the blank as to why. But it's only like a 30-second video, but it's a grown-ass Israeli IDF soldier. Is this the video? Yeah. Let's see.
We are dying inside, he says.
I covered this. I think I showed this video. No, this is not the one. And no, and let me tell you, it wasn't, you know, young adults, teenagers like this individual. I'm talking 10-year-old children. I'm talking younger than 10. Being treated like it looked like a dog kennel. It looked like a dog kennel. But for some reason, Reddit doesn't want us to see that. Here is another good, it's every single day. All across the nation. Get used to this. I'm actually going to make a special scene. I'm going to make a special kind of thing. I'm going to for ICE after Halloween. I'm going to make a whole thing. We're just going to be covering ICE every stream, right? But every single day, ICE is violating human rights. Here in Chicago, ICE is going to another level and waiting for people to leave mass. Oh, so this is that video I was talking about where people are like, "Yo, ICE is here." So we saw the scene outside the church. This was happening inside the church. And how appropriate is it for these people to be seeking refuge from fascism in a church? How appropriate is that? You know, don't try to tell me you're not allowed to bring up the history of World War II. You're not allowed to bring that up when history is rhyming so loud. You know, when the connections are so clear and so firm. Don't try to tell me I'm not allowed to bring that up. You know, if you make this black and white, you know, add a little film filter to it, this shit's right out of 1930s.
Hay un grupo aquí enfrente de la iglesia que podrían llevárselo a ustedes en sus casas. Los que tienen bebés pueden también salir con ellos, van a acompañarle a sus casas.
You bet.
Creo que es un peligro y ustedes van a tomar el carro si está estacionado en el estacionamiento, si están o no tienen los documentos.
Jesus Christ. And look at the fear on their face. Whether you're fully naturalized or not, they know. This has nothing to do with your paperwork. This has everything to do with you looking Mexican. Oh, no. You know, and like I said, these are some of the most American people in the nation. I swear to God, I'm not being facetious at all. These are the people that belong here. You know, fucking deport a couple, you know, kid fucking MAGA supporting, Billy boys. You know, how about we keep these folks here? These are good folks. Church going, you know, God fearing, hard working, tax paying. These are the Americans we want.
Vamos a decir ahora que los que tienen documentos saben, etcétera, etcétera. El punto es la protección para todos los que necesitan el apoyo para que alguien se acompañe. Está aquí el grupo. Los que quieren.
They know, Gaius. They love it. We're talking about. They called the AI program Palantir. They took that from Lord of the Rings. The Palantir is like this. It's a terrible thing that like it's this. You know. Elon Musk's favorite video game, Deus Ex. Elon Musk's favorite video game, Deus Ex, right? Talk about a whoosh. Talk about a fucking whoosh. Did you play the same game I did, Elon? You're the final boss. And he's like, I know, I'm the final boss of Deus Ex. I'm the final boss in a cyberpunk dystopia. Yay, that's me. I'm taking everyone's freedom away. That's me. Here's more ICE terrorism. ICE arrests a father and mother of a child in front of her. Child's there. They're in the parking lot of a grocery store. Heaven forbid. And they kidnap these parents in front of the child. And do we know if the child was abandoned? ICE is often abandoning children where they stand, dragging away their parents. Most traumatic moment in this child's life, let alone the parents. Look at the face. Look at the face of the child. Look at this.
Y'all got kids like y'all both as hell, man. You gotta eat cameras so y'all hurt this man. Y'all rude, man. Y'all, we said fuck y'all up.
ICE agent has his hands on the child. How about you take your fucking hands off the kid, huh? The sexual assaults will begin. This is an unaccountable, you know, and Donald Trump and co, Stephen Miller and Human, they're working overtime to make these guys even less accountable. They're not gonna care if a couple of them take a kid somewhere. And it will happen. It will.
Man, look at their face. They mamas is immigrants for sure. What the fuck is wrong with them? It's
two Mexicans right here, bro. That's what it is.
Y'all good at that, bro.
Look, they taking the mama too.
No, don't take her from her baby. Don't take her from her baby.
Hey,
I ain't trying to take the mom.
Bro, what's y'all
Don't
crazy?
take her from her baby.
Bro, y'all ass bogus as hell.
Oh, don't worry. We're just going to kidnap you. We're just going to disappear you. We're going to put you in a gulag that we've intentionally built to be miserable, to punish you for being here. Don't worry. We're going to put your kid in a foster care system where there's sexual assaults every year. Don't worry. We won't tell you where she is at times. You won't know where she is. You won't be able to communicate with her. That's right. We're ruining your life. Don't worry. Evil. And yeah, there will be suicides in ICE, by the way. It takes a special kind of human being to hide their humanity, to put their humanity deep enough to justify this. Not every one of them is going to be able to do it. The paycheck won't be enough to soothe the madness. You know, after your 100th family separation, after you hear about what your colleagues are up to with some of the children, you will feel guilty enough. If it happens to IDF soldiers, it'll happen to you.
Take her from her baby.
That's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to leave the kid there. Don't worry, we're just going to kidnap you. So I don't have the rest of the video, Hopefully I can find some more of this and see what happened. But yeah, that's the idea. Take them both, leave the child. They legally can't do anything with the child yet, but don't worry, they're working on it. This is America. This is Donald Trump's America. This is not just Donald Trump, but the entire conservative movement's version of America. This isn't new. This didn't come out of left field. This is stuff the Heritage Foundation and all the rest of those scumbags have been talking about for decades. This is the culmination of all their work, and they're salivating. They're loving this. If you're a human being that cares about human rights, you have an obligation to do everything in your power to stop this. Politically. On to the next. Left Pete Hegseth saying, we're building a Qatari Air Force facility in Idaho. Which is definitely a state. I know that one. I know that one. Potatoes. I know that one. Over there on the right, J.D. Vance lying to the American public during one of the interviews I showed clips from. The reporting there is going to be that Qatari base is on U.S. soil. That's just not true. So, I mean, they're literally just one side saying the exact opposite as the other. J.D. Vance shamelessly lying. Right? There's nothing they will admit to. They just bald-faced lie, because it just, no, I'm not going to give you, I'm just going to be petty. I'm just not going to give you the win, person that I'm talking to. I will deny reality right to your face. But yeah, no, it's true. These traitors to the Union, these traitors to the military are going to allow the Saudi Arabian military, you can laugh along with me, to build an Air Force base, I guess, inside of one of our bases in America. This is the first time in American history that we've allowed a foreign country to have a base in our country. It was the Qataris, not the Saudis. Okay, thank you for that correction. Qataris. Don't be racist now. Come on. Got it busted. Cancel me. I deserve it. Flush him. Get him out of here. Get this filth out of my face. Okay, I'm going. Bye now. I'm going now. Bye. See you. Ice just bust out my door. Simply Steve, I don't appreciate that language legitimately. Please don't do that. Thank you. You're doing their work for them, using terms like that. Broadview, ICE attempts to arrest individual at their residence. So I was going to bring this up, but I remembered that I had it queued up. So their ICE is still not allowed to just kick down your door and do whatever you want. They actually still need warrants. So if this guy is able to get inside of his house, he can successfully escape from ICE. They break the law. They still go inside the house anyway. I guess, that doesn't matter, right? Like everything else does. But here we have, once again, more terror. Every single day, clips are coming. Dozens of them from all over America.
Hey, you're on private property.
You're on private property. Vaudeville hook me.
Hey, you're on private property. Get the fuck out. You're on private property. Hey, you're on private property. You're on private property. Get out.
Get out of his house.
Get out.
Get out of this guy's house.
No, you're on private property. Get out. Get out.
Need backup.
Get out of this.
I need backup. I got 6 seconds of training. How am I supposed to be a fascist without help? Come on. We need another $100 billion. Get more racists on our team. Come on, folks.
Get out of his house now.
You're on private property.
Hey, get out of his house.
Get out. No,
this guy is a criminal.
He's a criminal. He's a criminal. I only see 2 criminals here.
Get out of his house now. Hey, go back up.
No, you get out.
Go back up.
You get out.
Get out of his house.
No, you get out.
Hey.
You're still on private property.
Hey.
No.
Get out of his house.
You get out.
You're in someone's house.
No.
Get out.
No,
You are in someone's.
So if this was a right-winger's house and this was Joe Biden's police force and the right-winger opens up fire, guess who's going to get a round of applause and a speaking position at the next RNC conference? right? But if a left-wing element were to defend Castle Doctrine, right, defend his home from fucking invasion, isn't this the Fourth Amendment or something? Guess who's going to get executed? Guess who's worse than anything, right? Oh, how dare he kill police? And the heroes. And corporate media and the neoliberal Democratic establishment would repeat those things. Oh, it's heinous. You can't. A left winger shouldn't be able to attack police. Right wingers are still like trying to call the people at Waco heroes for battling against the ATF. Who are those Farman assholes? Bundy. Remember the Bundy group? Right? Those heroes.
House illegally. Get out. No, sir. Sir, watch out.
Defend yourself.
No.
So you're not allowed to defend yourself against tyranny from right wingers. You're simply not allowed to. You have to bend over. You have to just take it.
Get out of his house. This is not your house.
No. Dude, you guys are causing damage to my house now.
Hey,
get out.
Hey, now you're good. Hey, this not someone's house. Don't touch me again.
Right. So I don't know the conclusion here, but hopefully they just fucked off. Right. Well, we'll just racially profile. Let's go to the Home Depot and racially profile a family. I need to let off some steam. Yeah, let's kidnap some kids. Let's do that. Going to the Home Depot. Can you believe he crawled into that house, man? I can't wait until Trump lets us kick down the door of any American. Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be so cool when Trump gives us those abilities to do that. We could just kick any scumbag's door down and stick a gun in their face and then kidnap them. Hell yeah, this is America, bro. So this is really something. Here's something kind of different. But we've talked about this in the past. Most of the right-wing useful idiots, Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, XQC, Aiden Ross, they're all like, whoa, bro, I wanted a historic mass deportation, but I didn't want you to hurt people. Whoa, I don't know what's going on. They're so stupid. They're so ignorant. They actually don't know what they believe in. And I know it's hard. It's kind of hard because when they're in front of a microphone, when they're in front of a camera, they're speaking very certain, right? They're speaking in a way where you almost assume, okay, there's some connection, there's some awareness of what they're talking about. No. And think about it. They're rich. Okay? Their life is like one cool thing after another. They don't just, they don't sit on the shitter, scrolling through news and listening to news while they're taking care of their kid or doing chores in the house. There's no chores. There's no, they don't, all the negative stuff is cut away. And it's nothing but fun, right? So XQC gets 18 hours a day, streaming, watching cartoons and video games, and then he dips his little pampered toe into politics, and he hears some right-wing propaganda that is designed, right? It's coated in sugar. It's designed to be accepting and like, oh, this is common sense. This feels like common sense. And then they get in front of a camera and repeat those talking points. Because they've just been programmed and they don't even know it. So here's XQC taking one of these, where are you actually politically tests, and look what it finds out. Look what this, social liberalism. Which is interesting. We were just talking about this. Was it yesterday? I was getting schooled that this is actually a thing. What is it? What was it? Progressive libertarian or anarchist libertarian or whatever. It's like basically Vosh. So this guy who bought a fucking Cybertruck for Donald Trump did fucking thumbs up next to Donald Trump. He's just as left as I am when he's asked direct, nonpartisan questions about what do you actually believe in. And he's like, well, he's actually fucking, he should be pro-Zoran. He should be pro-Bernie. He should be pro-woke. He should be pro-human rights. But no, Trump is based. Oh, I've seen this guy look at footage of police brutalizing people and go based. They deserved it. They deserved it. But when he's actually at, okay, what do you aspire to believe in? What do you aspire to believe in? He's a fucking libby lefty. Same thing with Joe Rogan. They're useful idiots with too much fucking money and time, and they're dumb. They're easily influenced. So you just need well-crafted, skilled propaganda that goes right for the fucking ape brain. Yeah, I mean, Ox, you make a good point. It's not like this is like perfect and it knows everything, but you have to answer like well over a dozen questions about what you believe in. Right? And he looked at it. It was like, do you believe? He looked at questions that basically asked, do you believe in human rights? Do you think people should be treated with dignity, et cetera, et cetera? And he was like, well, yeah, of course I do. I only support fascist dictatorship, but yeah, no, yeah, if you walk up to me and just ask me that I support human rights, yeah, sure. He doesn't connect his support of a fascist dictatorship to not supporting human rights because he's fucking ignorant, because he's dumb. He doesn't think about these things, okay? When he's done streaming, he goes spends his millions of dollars with all of his famous streamer buddies. He doesn't sit down and read a book, or he doesn't sit down and read a news article about how ICE is, or the Supreme Court is undermining election rules in the United States. He doesn't do any of the reading. It's all vibes, dressed up to sound and look like common sense. And they're useful idiots, him and Joe Rogan and the rest. But they're actually, and this is why Bernie Sanders gets the standing ovations, they're actually lefties who believe in human rights. They don't even fucking know. So what do we do on the left? We ridicule them. We shamelessly call them out. We shit on them every opportunity. Okay, look, and you want to be a nice guy and reach across the aisle and do an interview and try to be nice, well, you go ahead and do that. That's not my style. But we shit on them. We continue to shit on them. Okay, yeah, you're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. What else can we do? We don't coddle these people, right? Do we coddle these people? Is that what we do? I don't know. Zoran Mamdani might have a different idea, right? And he's more effective. So let's just listen to Zoran. Don't listen to me. I can't help myself but shit on this motherfucker. I literally can't. You're going to literally have to tie me to a chair and gag my fucking mouth, dude, to get me to stop talking shit to this moron, to this millionaire idiot. Talking about millionaire idiot. I don't even want to get into it. Fuck this. Fuck Kamala. Fuck you. Yeah, we covered it, Lenny. We covered it. I criticized him, but we covered that today. So, here's a right-wing grifter. Moving on to the next thing. I showed you this really cool thing, attacking the press as fascism. And she's going around. I was asking people the definition of fascism, and they didn't know. They just yelled at me. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, right? You just if you want to be pedantic, right? Just pull up the fascist wiki. Right? And just here you go. This is the definite. Do you want the technical definition of fascism? Here you go. Fascism is a far-right authoritarian ultranationalist political ideology movement that rose in prominence early 20th century Europe, blah, 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 blah. It's like you could have the list, right? How is... There's millions of articles that list, all the, list. That lists it off. What does it mean, right? All these different things. He's this, he's that, he's done this, he's done that. They reject all of it. This fucking ignorant tart would smile in your face and go, fake news, that's not real. Oh, that's not an accurate comparison. I disagree with you. I disagree. You could go down. You could sit there, tie her to a chair, right? And make her listen to all these various points, every single thing. Right? Trump's fascist actions as a president guide. You want to go through step by step? I don't believe it. Rolling Stone is liberal. That's not a good source. What the hell is this, bro? Get this off my screen. Oh, that's not real. Oh, hand wave it away. Fake news, fake news. So you have to provide all the evidence. You have to do all the effort. You have to do go. Everything has to be from you. And all she has is just smiles. I don't believe in it. That's fake. I don't believe in what you're saying. You still, and she'll walk away after you've spent an hour, poring over dozens and dozens and dozens of actions that Donald Trump has done. What is these advertisements that are clearly fascistic? Dozens of actions. You will pull her of it for an hour, and she'll walk away with a big smile on her face and do a motherfucking social media post. These liberals don't know the definition. They don't even know the definition of fascism. Stop wasting your time. When someone asks you the definition of fascism, you know everything. You know this person's wasting your time intentionally. You know this person doesn't believe in what they're saying. You know this person has an agenda and is not interested in an exchange of ideas. That's everything you need to know. Boom, you're done. Bop. Ignore. Hit the ban button. You will never, ever crack that fucking egg. There is no amount of articles you could bring up, no amount of info. You could just literally an 8-hour symposium on the connections between Donald Trump and fascism, and she would leave that shit with a big smile saying, these liberals don't even know the definition. So stop trying. Stop letting them, stop, just do exactly what this person said, right? I got whistles blown in my ear and signs shoved in my face. That's the only response we can give them. Everything else allows them to monetize us, like Charlie Kirk did, right? That she's out there doing a Charlie Kirk. Trigger the left, cut it out of context, monetize the shit out of it with a engaging thumbnail that a 5-year-old will click on. Hassan. Let's talk about it. Why the fuck they riding with us now? We ain't come up as kids. Let's talk about it. So I'm quick to get my mug on. And when they try me, I'll be quick to get my slug on. Remember, we used to live in the drugs zone. Rich man, nigga, respect my residence and get one in your wig, man. Zero to crooked, the learners listen to. Let's talk about it. People they know shows. Let's talk about it. Hassan. Okay. Before I start talking about anything, let's just watch the video that started this whole thing. Yeah, Ox. Yeah. Totally. But here's the video that started the whole thing. I'm just going to play it uninterrupted, and then we'll take it from there.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just... You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Okay. So, I'm the realest motherfucker on this platform. I'm not going to defend somebody on my side doing something and denying something that's happening right in front of my eyeballs. I'm not that motherfucker. So let me tell you what I see here. I see homeboy seeing the dog, right, repositioning. The dog steps down. He gets frustrated. Do I have speed on this? Let me just get speed on this and just slow it way down. Yeah, playback speed. Here we go. All right. So he gets annoyed, does his little I'm a valley girl eye roll. Because he talks like a valley girl. Okay. She's not lying down. rolls his eyes, reaches for the button on the shock collar. Presses it right there. Reaches and presses. You know, you can see every time I reach for my soundboard, you can tell. And there's an obvious, we hear the dog, yip, which they often I've used a vibration collar, never a shock collar, but I have used temporarily on my dog just to see if it worked. It didn't. She continued to bark at me. It did not work. But she never yipped. She was just like, "Whoa, that's weird." But that's circumstantial. So there he goes, and he's like, "God, oh," and then he makes some stupid excuse. Oh, she's so spoiled. Oh, like he can tell immediately that he fucked up. That her yipping is going to be a problem. He's trying to oh God, I'm so frustrated. So, does this mean he's abusing the dog off screen? He's not kicking the dog. He's not hurting the dog, like especially, but he's not being a very good dog owner. And there's other clips to back this up. There's that clip with that woman from the I've Had It podcast who's like, this collar's way too tight, man. And then there's a bunch of other clips of him basically saying, he's like, I got to train her. I'm training her to be idle, to sit, to always sit in this position. He's being a bad owner. I'm not going to say he's being abusive, but he's being a bad owner. He's going too hard on the training. He needs to stop training with the shock collar. Okay. When you're, I don't know if this is his first dog. Okay. But just like when, like a first time parent, you make mistakes. You're like, maybe I need to spank my child, right? Maybe I need to, like, how do I punish my child without hurting my child, like, etc. Like, you make mistakes. And no, that's not me admitting to child abuse or anything. Stop we're not, these are all hypotheticals here. But you make mistakes. First time parent, first time dog parent. We made mistakes with our dog, R.I.P. Ziggy. We made mistakes early on with our dog. We used a collar instead of a harness. Okay, we didn't brush her as often as we should have, so she had tangles in her fur, and it was really difficult to get her hair cut, right? So I wasn't perfect, right? I made mistakes early on, and what we are seeing here, no, it's a shock collar, and I'm going to show you the breakdown. I'm going to show you the breakdown of the evidence. I don't even need to see the breakdown to know that this is a shock collar response, though. He reaches for the button and presses it. He reaches for a button and presses it. And he used a prong collar. Yeah, so he's got the wrong idea. Like I took classes when I first got my dog. I took classes about, okay, how do you use and they taught me about positive reinforcement. But here's the thing, is that positive reinforcement takes time and effort, and you have to be present. Where pain compliance is just at the press of a button or at the tug of a prong collar. So this is just Hassan he's being a bad dad. He's not being a good parent. There's new modern techniques, like I said, positive reinforcement to teach these things, but also it's not her job to be on there 24/7. She should be allowed to leave and wander about, in a confined space. Her job isn't to sit. You sit there for hours babbling. 5, 6, 7 hours? You want her to lay there the whole time? No, fuck off. So he's not being a good parent. But let's get into so all of that said. Should we cancel him? Is he the worst thing ever? Are all these right wingers? They smell blood. The sharks smell blood. So XQC and Destiny and Asmongold, and I have some clips to show you. They're just. He's devil. He's Satan. In the same breath, Asmongold will call leftists animals that should be run down by vehicles, and then he'll take a moral stance against Hassan. I got a perfect meme for this I want to show you. Right here. So this is the comparison. So we got a bad dog parent who needs to get his mind right about how to use positive reinforcement to teach his dog, and also admit that he was wrong, which he's not doing. He's not admitting that he's wrong. He's not taking any accountability about any of these things, because he has the wrong ideas about how to train a dog, and he needs to admit that he's wrong, and he needs to change his behavior when it comes to training dogs. You don't use pain compliance anymore. Anybody who knows anything about animals will tell you that there's a new way to train animals. The pet stores don't even sell prong collars anymore, because they're like, yeah, that's junk science. It doesn't work. It traumatizes the animal. If you want a well-behaved dog, you don't use pain compliance. You use positive reinforcement. But we got these cockroaches over here who believe in fascism, who believe in pedophilia, who believe in destroying human rights, taking. No, Margitron, I know it's a shock collar. I was talking about the prong collar, because I've seen the image of him with his other dog with that prong collar. And now that it was brought up, I recall it was a brown dog. I saw the cutout image of him holding his dog with the prong collar. It's not a vibrator collar. Okay, look, I keep seeing this. Yes, this is Asmongold, but this is what I'm talking about. He's like, live ammunition should be used on protesters. Look, besides all the Epstein stuff, the fascist, rapist, and fraud president is correct in all things. He's cooking. Get politics out of my game. Anyone who graffitis a Tesla should be shot on sight. So that's the kind of shit that Asmongold is saying on a daily basis. On a daily fucking basis. Look, this is a stream. This is a tweet from Asmongold. Aside from the Epstein stuff, Trump is doing exactly what he said he would do. Except for the pedophilia, he's really awesome. Versus Hassan being a bad dog father, which he is. He's being a bad parent, and he's also being arrogant, because he's not admitting that he's wrong, and he's trying to say it was a vibration collar. He's trying to lie. He hasn't shown us the buzzer, which is distinct. Okay, he hasn't shown us the button. The prongs, I think he removed the prongs. Let's get into the evidence. We'll see here. He's not admitting that he's wrong, and he's trying to get away with lying about it, and that bothers me, because he's not going to. What does that even mean? This is discourse ? Get the fuck out of here. I shouldn't say that, but my first impulse is to tell you to get the fuck out of my face. But no, back to this here. So this guy. Yeah, I know. Crack the case. I know. This guy named Loner Box, I've heard his name before. Who they got all these drama people. They do this shit 24/7. Drama. It's all about drama. Whatever live stream fails is talking about. That's the most important thing. They avoid politics. This is their life. Destiny versus Hassan. What did XQC say? Right. So they're eating well. They're eating big time. Right. They're gobble, gobble, gobble. But he breaks it down. He shows some evidence here, and it's I'm pretty sure it's a shock collar, and you'll see the evidence that he shows here. There's distinct differences between the vibration version and the shock version, and there's no hiding those differences. They're actually pretty clear. Hassan is lying. He's lying, and he's not admitting that he's wrong, and he doesn't want to change his behavior. He doesn't want to change his fucking behavior in terms of, how he's going to teach his dog to behave. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. So just talking about this is giving Ethan, get the fuck out of my fucking face. I'm allowed to talk about shit, you fucktard. Probably shouldn't use that word either. Fuck, I'm fucking up today. You fuck stick. You fucking dunderhead. I'm allowed to talk about this shit. It's giving Ethan. I haven't even talked about it for 10 minutes. Ethan will spend 10 hours talking about Hassan. I'm not trying to defend Hassan, but I'm also going to say I'm not going to cancel Hassan for this, but I'm not going to be using Hassan clips for the rest of the year. Mainly because he just needs to come out and apologize and say, I fucked up. I'm not going to. He should have thrown it away on camera, right? This stupid fucking thing. I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm gonna go take a class on how to parent my dog. It's like 1 hour. It's like oh, did I get banned? Something happened there. But it's, I'm gonna go take a class. I was wrong. I apologize. It is a shot caller. He's lying. He is.
This energy, it seems to match. It has to be a full match.
You're never going to get a full match, considering the fact that there are discontinued models, probably, that might not even exist on the website. You're never going to get a perfect match.
Okay, that's nice. It's an apology that reinforces a lie, though, Margatron. Because instead of apologizing for the reality of what happened, he's apologizing for, his made-up scenario. Because he shouldn't have gone over there. He should let the dog walk around as it pleases. Go over there. Why? Because it got up from its bed? So he doesn't need to go over there. It's an apology that reinforces a lie.
Or I mean, you might get one that looks like a perfect match, but it could still be a different model. Like this one does seem like I can't see any notable difference apart from the fact that there's like less than a centimeter of metal where the prongs would go. They're missing, and they're not. I don't think I've seen evidence that they're removable, which means that you would have to tamper. You'd actually have to force them out. Yeah, because you see here when you take this is.
Fucking sleuths. I'm not going to do this work, so that's why we're using this clip. I'm not going to do this, okay? I'm not. This is not me, okay? But I talk about Hassan a lot. I use Hassan clips. He's relevant to the leftist movement in America, like it or not, so that's why it comes up. And I need to talk about this. I need to address, my feelings and thoughts on the situation, which is, it could be summed up as severe disappointment. Severe disappointment. Not so much for making a mistake, for being ignorant about being a dog parent, right? Because that's correctable, but for not admitting that he's wrong. It shows a immaturity. It shows a certain kind of immaturity that you need to be a grown ass man. We need to be we need you to be a leader in politics, not a little bitch boy who's not telling mommy he broke the cookie jar. Right? We don't need this bitch made bullshit from Hassan right now. We need leaders. We need men who have the balls to apologize for being wrong and then moving on. I'm Hassan. I'm the big, mighty, effigy of Hassan. Dare show a crack? Never. And I understand, though, because, like, you show a crack, you show any weakness, you admit that you're wrong, the sharks take advantage. But they're taking advantage anyway. They're running away with this story anyway. Right.
The manual. When you take the contact point.
Yeah, that's a great point as well, Mr. John. That how he looked over, the dog steps down, right, steps out of line even a little bit, and he's like, oh my God, clicks the zap button. It's like, what the fuck is going, what is your problem? He's not being a good dog parent, needs to be more patient, needs to use positive reinforcement, needs to stop talking about how people are spoiling his animal.
It's off. The two little...
So look at that. The fucking things come off too.
Nubs are still there. So
yeah, but the nubs are still there.
I imagine a pair of clippers could just snip those off, but or you could file them down, but that's like an extra level of brain dead effort to do that. That's insane. That's unbelievable. But there's only one vibrate only model that we could find even close to this, and it just doesn't match. It doesn't match. It's literally you're fitting a square into a triangle. You can't do it.
But okay, let's say it's not tape. Let's say he didn't tamper. Where's the, if I was totally innocent and this happened to me, I'd be like, here's the thing. Look at every angle right up in the camera, minutes and minutes of it. I'd hold it up and rotate it and show you. And here's the button and everything. What do we get from Hassan? Oh yeah, here it is right here. Okay, there you go. That's all you get. Okay, moving on. Here you go. Well, there you go. Real quick. You see it? You get everything? You get everything there? You got everything? You get all the details? Can you see all the details? Okay, bye-bye. Done. We're done. So, Margatron, how come he's not holding it up forever? How you saw the footage. He brings it up for 5 seconds, waves it around, wop, 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 and then takes it back down again. You can't defend that. Why can't we get full detail, every rotate, every angle, in good light? Just a quick, oh, yep, there you go. Oh, zap, zap. We're good to go, right? You can't defend that. And that I'm being facetious a little bit. I'm being, have a good one, Promethean. Thank you for coming in. I'm being a little comedic with it, but not really. I mean, Margatron, why are you avoiding my question? Does that bother you that you have decided to avoid my question instead of confront the reality of what I just said? I'm not interested in going with right-wing narratives. I'm interested in the truth. That's how I always fucking operate. But does it bother you that you have intentionally ignored my question? How you can't deny how he just flashed it really quick on the camera and then takes it away, doesn't show us the beep, doesn't show us the button. 60 seconds full rotating along with the fucking button. That would satisfy me. Not less than 15 seconds in bad lighting, quick little flash, and then take it off the camera, and then we never get to see it again. And we don't get to see the button. Okay. That's what is that too much? That, according to you, would that be too much? It wouldn't be too much for me. If I was innocent, that's a vibration color. Let me show you. Let me show you every angle. Let me open up and show you the batteries. Let me take it off the strap and rotate it and show you and put a flashlight on it. So you're okay. You're okay with somebody who's obviously lying, saying, "Oh, look, here's the evidence that I'm not lying." Less than 5 or 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, maybe, and then you're cool with that. You're being too charitable. You're okay. I don't want to say lying or anything, but Margatron, you are correct that the right-wing sharks are relentless and they won't shut up about this forever. Does that give Hassan the right to lie? And does that give other people the right to defend Hassan's lies? Because the right-wing are going to take advantage of the situation. It does not. We are better than the right, and we need to prove it. We need to be adults. We are human. He's lying. He's lying. He is. We need to be adults. The left. Well, here it is. Here's evidence that I'm not guilty that would shut everybody up. Here's evidence that I'm not guilty that would shut all the memes up. I'm going to show it for 5-10 seconds. That's why. Look, you're like ignoring. You're ignoring that this is incredibly suspicious. You're ignoring that. I agree. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, I do feel the need to talk about this. Give me 1 hour. Can I talk about it for 1 hour? Everybody else, millions of viewers, they get to talk about it 10, 20 hours, make a whole fucking week, whole month of content out of it. Can I get 1 fucking hour to talk about my feelings on this ridiculous controversy?
In the texture of the plastic, unlike
this one does not match. No, this does not match. This one does not match.
This one with the much more curvy light than the one Hassan has.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. Charging point in the middle. You linked an H3 post that implies no. Where'd you link up SK? Are you SK in Discord? Where'd you link? Where? Tell me, quick. Much like the shocking version, where the prongs,
the protruding ports,
they're removable. You can just remove them.
Yeah.
So apparently.
So I mean, I understand the knee-jerk reaction to not give these pieces of shit anything, right? I get it. I don't want to either, but I've seen what happens when one side or the other tries to use lies to make excuses for their side, right? Hillary Clinton, great example. Barack Obama, great example. Oh, yeah, Nobel Peace Prize, he deserved it. No, he didn't. Right? I've seen the damage that, oh, it's my side. So I'm gonna intentionally, go blind to what I see in front of my face. Yeah, I don't know who Lonerbox is. Is he a pro-Israel, fucking pro-genocide? I don't know. We're going over evidence right now. You seem really intent on shutting down the discussion, Mr. Spleen. You seem like that's like your primary job is stop talking about this. Stop talking about this. Stop talking about this. Like, shut the fuck up. I gave you a timeout. I'm about to give you the fucking full flush. Shut the fuck up. Let me talk about this.
Maybe, plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with...
Guys, it's just a theory, but listen.
Wait. Can someone get me the highest definition possible shot of this? Because just to cover every base.
He's a Destiny guy. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I certainly would probably disagree with him on most of the things that he's saying. But the reason why I'm showing this is because it's going over the evidence.
Because I care. I might want to put it into Premiere and just increase the brightness myself. Because if someone tampered with that image, that would mean that there's been some mischief going on.
It's like
woke patriot.
If all you care about is the time on a watch, most people are gonna buy the Apple Watch without the fucking dive window and all that shit.
What?
Why would you the one with the outside protruding port with all the finicky bullshit not to use it? Not to use it. Come on, bro.
Black tape.
To show it a day later with tape on it?
Yeah, and look, I don't know if it's black tape because he only showed it. Like, I'm not really buying the black tape thing myself. Because it's like, I don't know, like, is he really going to go through the trouble to snip him off and black tape it? But the fact that he shows it once for like 10 seconds, and then we never get to see it again. We don't see the button, and the rest of it is trust me, bro. And, oh, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me. Oh, you trust me, bro. They're trying to get me. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. We get one little thing, and then it's trust me, bro, after that. That's too much for me. But yeah, I don't even really want to believe the tape thing, right? Yeah, Spleen God is doing exactly what I told him to do, which is shut the fuck up. So thank you. Here's some other clips. So this kind of backs up some of what people are saying, that Hassan he's got the wrong ideas about animal parenting. He's doing this old school, like Mad Men style dog parenting, right? With the pain compliance.
And also, one of the parts of this training is also supposed to put her, like, we're using the elevated bed, as you guys can see. And one of the things with the elevated bed is that she has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't, like, really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place.
And like, she does do that for hours and hours, but she was like getting up, like, adjusting, it was wildly unnecessary for him to punish the dog for moving and fidgeting
for hours and hours on end.
Right. Look, I don't think this is like, oh, busted. Oh, we got him, right? I'm not doing that. Okay. So please get off your high horse, right? I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to say is that he's not being a good dog dad. He's not being a good dog parent. It's clear that he doesn't understand concepts like, the difference between pain compliance and positive reinforcement. And like crate training is, important early on, but like, as the dog gets older, you don't do crate training, the third, fourth year of your dog. Your dog's like fully grown. You shouldn't be doing crate training at that point. Right. So like he shouldn't be like, oh, get back to your bed. Get back. You know, it's like the training portion is over. It's a full-grown adult dog. And maybe the adult dog wanted to get some water. Maybe the adult dog wanted to go into a different room. He didn't want to hear you, you know, talking because he's trying to nap. Who knows? I wanted to show you this clip from Asmongold here because what do we see? Of course, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Get the fuck out of my face. I fucking hate you and your little fucking emojis. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Go take a nap somewhere else. Anyway, back to the stream. So of course we see the right wing, you know, and Margatron is very accurate in being concerned about going along with these right wing narratives because they're dishonest, they're grifters, they're propagandists. They're taking full advantage of the situation to say that Hassan is the worst person on planet Earth, like no joke, worse than Hitler. They'll say things like that. Destiny, I'm sure, is going all the way, right, with the rhetoric. They'll say he needs to be deported. They'll say he needs to be canceled off Twitch and he shouldn't. They'll say that all leftists agree with Hassan and are animal abusers. They'll do the full scope of that. They'll take the highest of highest stances, way up on that high horse, way up there. And then, you know, a couple hours later, they're saying stuff like this.
The left is so toxic. No, it doesn't bother me. Like, there's plenty of people that use that kind of stuff against me. Like, I really, I don't, this is going to sound really bad.
That's bullshit, Margatron. And if you don't think that's bullshit, then have you owned an animal? Have you owned a dog? Come on. That's absolutely bullshit. His mother is spoiling the dog. Why? By petting it? No. He's making excuses for his lack of wanting to change on his concept of dog parenting.
I don't even really view them as people. I don't. I view
left. Talking about lefties, people who believe in human rights, people who don't believe in racism.
This is going to sound really bad. I don't even really view them as people. I don't. I view them as like animals. And so whenever an animal gets angry at me, like a dog barks at me, do I really think to myself, am I doing something wrong? Am I a bad person when
So when confronted with his own horrible toxic takes from other people, he doesn't even register. He's like, he doesn't even touch his conscience, doesn't even touch his morality, doesn't even think about it. It's just an animal. It's just a sheep bleeding and bleeding.
Dog is barking at me or a raccoon hisses at me. No, I just think to myself, it's a stupid fucking dog. It's a raccoon. What do you expect? And so I don't even really think about them as people.
She didn't catch your
and
foot
that's
on
really
anything.
the reason that's why it doesn't bother me. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, he's so sorry to say that. He's so sorry to say that. If ICE started kidnapping American citizens and gunning them down in the street, and they did a daily propaganda TV show showing all the highlights of Americans getting abused, he would watch it, stream it, comment on it, and call it based. I guarantee you he's seen the ICE propaganda video of the Chicago raid on the building, you know, that slick propaganda video that they put out. I guarantee you he's seen it on stream, commented, and said it's based. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it exists, but I feel very confident saying that he has. Proud propagandist. And like I said, these are the people that are on their moral high horse that are telling us Hassan's the worst person ever. Like almost literally, they're like worse than Hitler. He's the personification of death. He supports assassinations, all this stuff. He supports 9/11. That's what they say about Hassan. It's these cockroaches that are saying that.
A painter used to think the same. Really,
a painter used to think the same. Talking about Hitler.
Listen, the only difference between me and most people is that I say it.
So that I admit that I'm fascist, basically. And look at the face. Look at the face. I have the balls to admit that I'm a disgusting fascist who doesn't believe in human rights, that doesn't believe in constitutional government, that doesn't believe in the principles of America. I'm supposed to be impressed. I'm supposed to be impressed that you have the balls to admit that you're a disgusting piece of fucking filth and that you're proud of it. I'm supposed to be impressed by that. All you've done is do me a favor. That's all you've done. I'm not scared. I'm not intimidated, and I'm certainly not impressed, but I know who the fuck you are now.
That's what I think. I think a lot of people feel the way that I do, but they just don't say it.
Yeah, a lot of people did feel the way that you did, and then we defeated them in World War II, but we didn't truly weed out all fascism, so now you're back sucking on your fast food, cheering on the disappearance of American citizens in some cases. No, here's the thing. It is chilling. It is cold. This motherfucker would puke at the sight of an execution, of a leftist execution, right? He'd puke at the smell of a pit filled with bodies, right? He cannot handle what his ideology would bring him. He has no idea what he actually believes in. And if he were to be confronted with it right there in front of his face, some ICE agent blast a lefty right in the back of the head, he'd fucking puke. Because he's a fucking charlatan. He's a fraud. And ultimately, just like every conservative, a fucking coward. Sucking on his fucking fast food. Disgusting.
I think that's why people like watching me, and they're interested in like things that I say. It's because I say and do things that other people wouldn't.
No. So the reason why he has a large audience and the reason why he has all these viewers is that the right-wing oligarchy that controls these platforms creates algorithms that benefits this language. Ironically, though, I do have to admit that it's working out for Hassan as well. So I don't know what's happening there. But I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. The algorithm favors right-wing views and directs viewers towards him. He couldn't be more ignorant. He couldn't be more belligerent, more racist, more disgusting. But the algorithm puts him right on top every time.
And I think that's basically the main reason. It's one of the main reasons. So dehumanizing people, Hitler agrees. Well, I mean, basically.
Yeah. Dehumanizing people. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's based.
So dehumanizing people, Hitler agrees.
Dehumanizing people, Hitler agrees.
Well, I mean, basically,
I mean,
like, I'm like Hitler. I mean, come on. There's plenty of dehumanization that happens. It's not just by Hitler.
Every day with this. Objectively proud, out, pro-fascist. The only thing he's missing is the swastika. Literally. And it's these people that are telling you Hassan's the worst thing ever. Okay? And that's very important. That's very important. It's these people that are blowing this narrative up beyond. Now, that's not, like I said, I'm criticizing Hassan throughout this. I think he's lying. I think he's ignorant when it comes to being a good dog parent. He needs to go to a class, learn about the difference between pain compliance and positive reinforcement. But don't get it fucking twisted. Here's the same individual here, this pile of filth, talking about how we need to strip the voting rights of 85% of American citizens. I need you to remind you as well that the things that he's talking about, the people that are in charge of America agree with him. In fact, there's a very good chance that Barron Trump is a fan of Asmongold. Okay, so these aren't just the musings of some pathetic incel. These are the ideas and vibes that are bouncing off him coming from the top of the hierarchy. So when he's talking about we need to strip voting rights, he's reflecting the vibes that he's getting from the MAGA base. Yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to keep America safe. He's not coming up with these ideas on his own. Okay. This is what the programming looks like. But look at how casually he just like, yeah, disenfranchised millions, white, black, rich, poor, 85%. And who's going to be in the 15%? Gee, I wonder what filthy, slimy scumbag thinks that he'll be in the 15% in this beautiful utopia.
I had my way, I would disenfranchise 85% of the population.
Welcome back, German.
Instantly.
Source
I would
code.
take away their right to vote, and they would be saying after 10 years, 20 years, thank you.
Because that's what happens when you strip liberty and freedom from people. We didn't leave England. We didn't leave the British Empire and create a whole new country for just this reason. No. The founding fathers were saying, thank you so much, King George. Thank you. We love it. Once again, I need to point out, this man reflects the views of the current MAGA administration that's in charge. These are not isolated ideas.
Thank you so much for removing this burden from us. We no longer have to worry about this. We don't have to deal with this anymore. You're just going to have the people that are in charge deal with the issues about getting rid of the bottom 2%? Absolutely, yes.
Right.
And so that's it. That's what I would do.
Right. Just let the dictators control everything. Move to China, bro. Why don't you move your scummy ass to fucking China? Oh, I'd love to see it. Right? Your paradise exists, buddy.
There are too many dumb people out there. And back in the day, we used to have presidents.
Yeah, Margatron, clearly I'm not going to convince you, but I disagree respectfully. I think he's lying about it. I think he's not being honest. I think, once again, waving it in front of the camera for 5 seconds and then trust me, bro, for the rest of it is not enough for me. And it's an obvious sign of guilt. But taking away all that trutherism or whatever around the shot collar, the fact that he doesn't do a mea culpa, like, hey, I've been thinking about, maybe, the whole shock, maybe like the like making sure that she's always lying down. And like, I've just been thinking about some of the mistakes that I've made and I'm going to try to do better. And, I've given her more space to wander. I've given her more space to hang out, and, I'm going to try to correct stuff. I feel bad. We didn't get that either. We got a, I'm the victim. I'm the victim apology. And then it's trust me, bro. And then it's all trust me, bro. So no, it is a sign of guilt. It is.
Like Thomas Jefferson. And now we have presidents like George W. Bush. Nope. Not anymore. Think about how close Kamala Harris came to winning the presidency and then tell me that democracy is a good idea. Oh,
I'm just openly seditious. This is seditious behavior. Openly advocating for the overthrow of the U.S. government.
We got to do something about this quick. Things are going to get real bad. Oh,
in the middle of a fascist dictatorship, as he is dismantling and collapsing our system and thrusting us into financial ruin, he is fear-mongering about what might have happened if a black lady was in charge. It's ignorance, fascistic, racist bigotry. And it's gussied up with language, but they barely have to hide it anymore. 2-3 years of this Trump stuff, and it's going to be like, oh, swastika isn't so bad. I liked it. I thought the swastika poster was really cool, and I thought, I do Elon salutes now at the Republican conferences that I speak at.
Yeah. And they're dumbass, but disagree. I tell you that is, and the thing is that, guys, clip it. I'm ahead of the curve. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Tired, crusty ass fascistic ideas that have existed for decades. This guy gets a whiff of it, thinks he's Nostradamus, repeating shit that Hitler came up with fucking decades ago. Even Hitler wasn't coming up with the shit. Hitler was just repeating the anti-Semitism that he observed from others. This motherfucker thinking he's a racist version of Albert Einstein.
This is going to be a bigger conversation every year. It's going to be a bigger conversation, a bigger issue.
Harry.
And so too fucking close. Yeah, way too close.
Way too close.
And so just wait.
Almost got a black lady in charge who wasn't going to dismantle our economy and freedom of speech and human rights. She was only just going to be a corrupt neoliberal with the status quo, fucking, keeping the fucking lights on, but not really, doing anything progressive. But the question, does he believe it? Is he aware that he's lying, or is he buying it? I think he's a useful idiot and he's just buying. I think he's like literally high in his own supply. He's a very stupid person surrounded by, that doesn't deserve his celebrity, surrounded by hangers on, yes men, basically sycophants. And it's gotten completely out of control. This is what it looks like when an idiot is surrounded by people that tell him he's smart.
How people move up? Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's upward mobility for society. If you're a slave, you're a slave. I'm going to be on top. Doesn't matter who's below me. They can suffer and die. Yeah, okay, because that's a good way to run a government, right? That gets, ask Caesar how well that worked out for him. You know what I mean? Ask Assad, ask Bashir Assad how well that worked out for him. Ask the old leadership of the Nepalese government from a couple months ago how well this attitude worked out for him. Asshat.
Move up? Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about making
code.
Sure that the government isn't run by retards. That's it.
Right. Boy, I wish there was a law that said R words weren't allowed to be in charge. Anyway, I showed you this. Here's one more time. Here's Mr. Asmongold saying, outside of the pedophilia, things are going really great. And I love this. Maybe there's too much crying Karens on social media, so they're afraid of the optics, but this seems blah, 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 blah. If we ignore the pedophilia and child trafficking, he's good. It is pretty good. Based. Bing, bing, bing. Awesome. It's a totally baseless accusation, but, I think an investigation into Mr. Asmongold's browsing history would be rather interesting. I think everyone else would agree. He checks every box. If I was a profiler looking for somebody who was interested, seems to come out pretty quickly to defend pedophilia. I got no proof, but I'd love to get some. So there you go. 40 minutes. I'm done. There's my Hassan. There we go. We're done. The conclusion is simple. That I do think he's lying. I do think it's a shot caller. I do think he's pulling some bullshit with the evidence. I don't know what it is, but the fact that he just does a quick flash and then puts it down and then never shows it again, presumably puts it back on the animal. I don't know. I haven't followed up. Doesn't show us the button, and is basically, I'm the victim. Yeah, I think he's lying. Do I think he should be canceled? Right? Does this disqualify him from talking about leftist politics, to be taken seriously in leftist politics? No, we're not going to cancel Hassan. I'm going to personally not show Hassan clips for the rest of the year, but I'm not. I don't. I'm not going to put him in the Destiny class, which is like, I would prefer Destiny to stop talking about politics. He's so toxic. He's so incorrect. And his proclamations are like pro-neoliberal, pro-corporate Democrat, pro-fucking Pete Buttigieg, So it's like, Destiny, just stop, Because Piers Morgan calls him a leftist. Destiny. No, he's a neoliberal, and there's a big difference. Trailhead, what happened? Hassan's guilty. Cancel Hassan forever. He's done. Bye. No. Hassan needs to do a mea culpa and say, I fucked up. I've been thinking about this. I threw away the collar. Okay, look, you never want to admit it's a shot collar. Fine. You want to hold on to that lie until you die. Whatever, fine. But you should say, I've thrown away the collar. I apologize once again. I don't apologize, kind of half-assed. I am legitimately apologizing to my dog and to my audience.
And I think he should go to a dog training class. Go to one class, and they'll tell you the prong collars are done. The pain, that was the first thing they said. Pain compliance is done. We're not doing pain compliance anymore, right? Don't rub your nose. Don't rub your dog's nose and shit. You know, don't use prong collars. Don't use, dungeon torture to teach your dog a lesson. Trailhead, I just spent 40 minutes going over all of it. Honestly, I'm not going to go over it again. Sorry. I'm exhausted with this as much as everybody else is. So there you go. That's my conclusion to the Hassan situation. Personally, don't impale the dog. Yeah, I agree. yeah. You should, I'm disappointed. I'm incredibly disappointed. I'm not going to cancel Hassan. I'm not going to say he shouldn't represent the left, but I am disappointed. Obviously, the right wing are grifting on this, as I've pointed out. They're fascistic monsters who will take advantage of any situation to destroy the left, and they're currently doing that. That's to be expected. We have to fight it. It's always going to be there. We have to fight it. No problem, Trailhead. It's no problem. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Hassan situation. I won't be showing Hassan clips for the next couple months. That's about it. If I was interviewing Hassan, I would say, bro, do better. Okay, do better. Oh, they're coming after me though, but they're coming after me. Yeah, they're coming after you. They're coming after me. They're coming after all of us. We're better than them, and we need to prove it every single day with our actions. And if we don't do that, we need to apologize because we're men. We're not bitches. Only bitches are too afraid to apologize. Only cowards are too afraid to apologize. It takes a real man to admit when they're wrong. And it takes a real man to say, I was wrong and I'm going to do better. We need men and women. We need strong people in our movement, not little bitch boys, is what I would tell Hassan. And he'd be like, who are you, broke boy? What's this? Abandoned nihilism? I've literally never heard of you. Go back to your 20 viewer stream. And I'd be like, yeah, I got 20 viewers, but I got 20% more integrity than you do, not admitting that you're wrong. It kind of failed. That sucked. Sorry. I'm not good at comebacks. I'm sorry. I'm not good at comebacks. Oh, yeah? Well, you need to be better at stuff. The only ones who have reason to fear an apology, those are a reason to fear the repercussions for admitting guilt. In Hassan's position, there are repercussions for admitting guilt. There are. Oh, 34 viewers. Thank you so much to all the viewers. Thank you. That's great. Big props to everybody. Thank you for viewing. Big props to the RTP raid once again. Thank you, RTP. I don't know who you are, but you're badass. 2 raids. Thank you very much. We should talk. We should do an interview. Big props to RTP. Thank you once again for that raid. I love how they raided, and then 10 minutes later, I'm leaving. I just leave with the screen blank and just silence. It's just like, great stream, bro. Great stream. It's good shit. Gonna hit follow. Gonna click that follow button. Thank you, B-Ree. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. There's 34 people in the chat talking like that stayed to the end. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Real motherfuckers. Real motherfucking regulators. Best chat on Twitch. Best chat on Twitch, bar none. Take it to the fucking bank. All right, so that's all the time I got for today, folks. We're going to be doing U.S. news, Trump news, hopefully tomorrow. You guys are great. Let's not forget why we're here. The number one reason why we're here, nonviolent, direct political action. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, we inform ourselves. That's what we do today. Step 2, we sign up and show up. We got the big list of protests and the No Kings protests. Don't forget about the BLOP. We got the BLOP and we have the No Kings protest coming up this Saturday. Sign up and show up. This is step 2. Step 2, right? And then step 3 is putting in the work like Charlie motherfucking Kirk. You know the name. That motherfucker died for his beliefs. Say what you want about Charlie Kirk, and I'll say it all day, but that motherfucker died for his beliefs. Last words out of his mouth was some racist bullshit. He went down with a ship. So we got to put in the work like Charlie Kirk if we're gonna defeat this fascism. Saturday, September 18th, No Kings protest. You have no excuse, unless you are a lizard living in the Nevada desert, you have zero excuse. It's happening outside your front door. Embrace it. This is your time. This is our time. We're going to get America back. By hook or by crook, motherfuckers. Peace in that motherfucking Middle East. Glory to Ukraine democracy. We're going to free some fucking Palestine. Frog life, bitch. Frogs. Frogs all day. Fuck Pepe. Fuck Pepe. We got a new frog. Fuck Pepe. We got a new frog, bitch. Woo! Throw your Pepes away. Frogs are back, bitch. Frogs are back. Read this motherfucker on Twitch. Prophet Salazar, B. Reed, Gaius, Clutch, Cargo, Salazar, female units, German cow, Dundee man. You're tubing. Your boy Lenny, B. Reed up in this motherfucker. Rope Patriot. John Anson, Trailhead, Cool Man, Source Code, Narrows. Readless motherfuckers on Twitch. We will be seeing you. Harry House in this motherfucker. Margatron in this motherfucker. DJ Goza in this motherfucker. Hex and Hammer on D-Live. Hex and Hammer, Gaius, Flavius. Big props to Ox Pecker. Raven Death. Props. All you lurkers, props. Fuck you, suspicious coconut. Fuck you. And I'm out of here.